Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So happy new year to many of you out there. Basically we're the 31st here of December when I'm kind of like recording this video. So to many out there, I wish to kind of wish you a happy new year, a lot of blessings, a lot of good luck, a lot of abundance and good health overall. The most important thing is good health and safety in this time, and essentials overall to be comfortable, having the essential stuff, and if ever much more than that. So I wish for you a lot of blessings and good wishes and fulfillment of dreams if possible, but you need to work hard for those also. So not be afraid to get out of the comfort zone, allow the expansion to happen, mind, body, soul wise, and industry or project or humanitarian projects, rescuing, etc. May they all happen for the world to be in a better place overall. Okay, so today's request, well, it's not a request, but I know many of you would kind of find this very interesting, is let's say we're gonna manifest overall. There's someone who wants to date you right now, okay? So, or court you. Overall, the way I wanted to go at this is more serious and mature, okay? So a man or a woman who I would want to go more male here, okay, but I will manifest that, okay? For me, it's more like I wish from heart space to be asked and courted by a man, okay? I could be a woman here, or you could be a man here for a woman, or man for a man. Could go any way possible. It's more how will they ask you out on a date, okay? Or perhaps if you were to ask them out on a date, how would it be, or how would they react? But overall, we're just going to focus more on I'm asking you out on a date, or you are being asked to go on a date with someone, okay? So how long it could take perhaps, or what are the main messages you have to hear, okay? So we're gonna be using my laughing Buddha here. It's a very precious wood carving for me, okay? It's a precious token or man I believe in. It's a laughing Buddha, okay? So you can kind of always rub the belly for good luck, but it's a laughing. So I wish that we can go at this with a more happy, go jolly, and good vibration, okay? We're gonna start the year with a good vibration, no matter how difficult the situation is, no matter what the challenges are. We can overcome that with happiness and blessings and peace of mind and no worries overall. Okay, so we're gonna go at this in the way that you can find happiness and laughter and joy and blessings by being courted by someone who is serious in making you happy. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that on the side because I need to shuffle the the oracles I'm gonna be using on the side. So I'm gonna be using the Amore Psyche, some letters, country / last name, first name, and where they might come from or where you might meet them, okay, or where you might be asked out on the date. Also could resonate in many ways, okay? So Amore Psyche will be using this in the way that the flirting or the courtship, what are their charms, okay? It could be good or it could be bad, we'll see. Then you have the spirit animal, which is more the vibration around the how they're asking you or how they're approaching you, okay? The prism or oracle, it's more the moods I'm gonna go in. It's more the tap into your intuition with the magic of colors, but then again, it's more helps me kind of understand the mood you might be in. As if like I might ask you out on a date, but you might not want to go on a date with me. It could be that way, as it could be the other way around, okay? So we're gonna tap into our intuition to kind of understand who's this person who's kind of like asking you out on a date, okay? So this and my, you know, clarifiers a bit, okay? Hairstyle, sometimes the day, the month, when it could happen. The month could be the day they were, the month they were born, or the time they will kind of perhaps ask you out on a date, okay? And this one overall is the vibe, energetic vibe, okay? So spirit animal and the, you know, the sacred activation, I will use them to kind of tune in, tap into your person and the amour, you know, and psyche. And this is more your mood, okay? Or it could be their mood also, okay? So it could backfire a bit, okay? So kind of tune into those afterwards. I also kind of want to show you guys this one. It's the kissing, the beautiful integrity kind of energy kind of expresses for me. It's the kissing, but the integration that we are one, okay? So we're really manifesting here that you will find someone who will make you happy, okay? And how you're gonna start dating them, okay? But overall, it's how they're gonna ask you out on the first date, or how the, you know, how you're gonna start dating, or how they're gonna start the courtship, which you might be eager at the time or not. Okay, well, tap into it, you will know. Just take what resonates, guys, okay? We're manifesting here, but we're saying that you are lovable, you are worthy, okay? You are beautiful. You're beautiful to me, whoever's asking you out on a date. No matter how you look like, you might kind of see yourself overweight or underweight, okay? You might kind of have your own insecurities, whichever way it is. Could be the way you talk, the way your expression is, your eye twitches sometimes, your mouth twitches sometimes. You know, sometimes you can't seem to talk, okay? Or you stutter. No matter what your insecurities are, okay? If you find you kind of have low self-esteem, we're considering you to be lovable and to be worthy of their love. That's why they're kind of dating you, or they're asking to court you. We're really going serious here. So whoever we're gonna kind of like manifest here, okay, and you're not gonna lose yourself in fantasy la la land, because sometimes you have people you're expecting certain stuff from, but those are not the people who are gonna satisfy you. You can wait and wait forever for them, and they might not show up. Then you'll say, where did I go wrong? Okay, so this one, it's more a person who's eager to date you. Someone who is dating, who's gonna date you. Okay, I'm seriously gonna date you, or I'm seriously gonna court you. That way, it's gonna be fruitful. We have laughing Buddha here. Okay, so we're gonna manifest happiness in your life. Okay, and good health and good wealth also. A lot of blessings, and you will be able to receive them without shame, and give without judgment, and receive without judging yourself or judgment also, and give without shame also. Okay, very powerful words if you kind of tune into those. Okay, can change the way you see stuff also if you tune into this saying, perhaps. It's more like a Wheel of Fortune kind of stuff for me. Okay, what goes around comes back around, but then again, also you have to kind of receive without feeling shame and without judging also yourself, and you have to give also without judging yourself and without feeling shame at what you're giving, because it's worthy. It's a worthiness element to kind of overcome a bit. Okay, so enough of me kind of presenting what the plan is for today. I mean, I might kind of channel, like I will kind of do another video about how the date will go with this person. So I'm kind of like having to kind of like a sequel of 1 and 2. Perhaps this is 1 and then you can go to 2, or 2 to 1. Okay, but we're not gonna numerize or like put the numbers on each. I'm not gonna kind of go 1 and part 2. It's not really that. It's a video. Whoever needs to watch it will watch it. Okay, so have fun, guys, when you date them. Okay, enjoy yourself. You're worthy of the love and the seduction and the, you know, the persuasion, perhaps, the love, the gentleness, the ticklish feelings, you know. Anyways, romantic all over the place, but we'll see. Okay, everybody's different. I know everybody have their own speed in life. Okay, take your time. and go with the flow. Okay, there's an integration energy. It's like you become one with the person. Okay, and even though you're two people, there's an element of oneness in this. Okay, oneness in this, the integrity of the relationship. Okay, so pile one, whoever chose who will choose sexual magic tarot. This is pile one. Pile two is the fountain tarot. Pile 3 is the Golden Universal Tarot. Pile 4 is the Dancing in the Dark Tarot. Pile 5 is Vice Versa Tarot. And pile 6 is Wild Unknown Tarot. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going with 6 piles. Okay, we're gonna say love. Okay, the Lover's card is here. Okay, so is the Devil. Okay, but the Lover's card overall. Love. Your lover. You're gonna date and court or be courted by. Okay. ... Okay, so I'll see you in your pile. Okay. But if you want to see me shuffle with little Buddha, well, big Buddha here, laughing Buddha here, you can stay. So Buddha help me. I'm just mixing it, okay guys? Just gonna kind of mix it up a bit so that when I put my hands here, Buddha's gonna help me get the proper ones, but it's more a consciousness we're going in, okay? I will also give you some numbers because I'm kind of like being drawn to this. 2 different dices, different ways, but the fact that we're 2 different people kind of represents it. Okay, so it's more like it could be the vibration around the other way around, perhaps, if you're seeking for another pile, perhaps, or you kind of like my channel, you need to watch something on my channel, you have a question in your mind, I could give you 2 answers for it. Double the same, like if the 2 dice say the same number, then double the resonance or the importance of it. Perhaps we're going synchronicities, but then again guys, it's all creation work. Okay, so this is what we're creating, but we're having faith that it's supposed to be this way. Okay, so Buddha, who's this man or this a woman, but overall man, okay, or divine masculine energy, who's gonna like ask me out on a date, okay, or court me seriously. But when we're dating overall, it's considered more serious or genuine, authentic. We're gonna go there. Okay, so who's this man or this woman? And let me kind of follow my intuition when I'm reading to be resonant to many out there, but you will find important clues to kind of recognize who the person is. Okay, so unblocking the way of a love. Okay, we're gonna go there. So I wish for many people out there to unblock the way, to be unblocked the way towards love, which was always there, but if you had blockages, that's what I'm trying to say, may they be unblocked when it happens, and may it be easy for you to receive it, recognize it, and appreciate it, so that love can happen without the caging element of the heart. Okay? No real element of obsession. That's a blockage. No real element of wishing to control your person. That's a blockage also. Or no need to kind of want your person to control you. That's a blockage also. But if you kind of go through these things and these are your comfort zones, then I will not kind of reprimand you for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's just certain kind of blockages that might create certain flows. And who said that it's blockages all the time? But we're kind of manifesting that you're not gonna go it's not gonna be difficult for you to be with this one. Okay, overall, that's what I'm trying to manifest, okay? But if you do have these, it's completely normal. We're human beings, okay? Okay, we're human beings. So this is who your person is. This one, we're just gonna kind of use it. So this is their energy when they're kind of asking you out on a date or courting you for the first time, showing you that you are worthy of my love or my time, or I'm really interested, or I'm fascinated with you, or I'm kind of like finding you gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You're just, I don't want to say perfect, but gorgeous to me, that I want to date you, okay? Or I want to court you. For some, I want to marry you on the spot, but then again, it's too fast. Okay, that one's like, give the person time to kind of like digest you as a person first, and then, you know, like, because sometimes you can make the mistake of like falling in love and it's just honeymoon phase, and afterwards a weird problem rise. Okay, so overall, give yourself time, and if it needs to go fast, it will go fast, okay? Make it go fast, but with good intentions, okay? No harm done to nobody, overall. Okay, so, no matter who you are, you might be a single mother as you might be a single father, okay? Any orientation only. Okay. Anyone will do at this point. Okay. Even if you're an open relationship kind of vibration, I don't care. I can't control that much. Okay, so we're just gonna smile, okay? We're just gonna welcome everyone with all their shortcomings, okay? I have many shortcomings and weaknesses myself, okay? So I'm not kind of like going against it. So what's my language when I'm kind of courting you, okay? Like how I'm gonna kind of like act when I'm gonna ask you out. Oh, this is cute. I'm feeling like sparkles and like butterflies on my stomach. It's exciting, okay? And I'm still grounded, okay? Like I'm grounded when I'm gonna read, okay? So ground yourself. Oh, but I don't want to say I'm gonna lose myself that much. And if I lose it, I have proper reason why I'm losing it a bit. Like losing my grounded elements, okay? So I'm gonna have faith that I'm able to laugh and I can have a good time, okay? I'm gonna smile, okay? You're gonna smile. Or they're gonna smile. A smile you will not be able to resist, perhaps. You never know, okay? Whoever's out there, okay? No matter how old you are, may good things happen to you, okay? Or let's say important things that can give you happiness. Whatever is important to you overall, that makes you smile, makes you laugh, from inside your abdominal section. You will die from happiness that way. You know, it's like whenever you cry from happiness, or you kind of like can't stop laughing, you arrive to the floor, you're about to kind of die from laughing, that kind, okay? It's that kind. Or you're crying from laughter, not frustration. I had frustration card, but it's like you're frustrated with yourself because you kind of like cannot really breathe that way. Some of you won't need to watch me, okay? If I'm frustrating you, you don't need to just go click, you know, piles. You don't need to watch, okay? It's too like wishy-washy for you. It's too kind of fancy la la lands. It's okay. Okay, we're manifesting happiness here. If you don't want to be happy, it's your choice. Your choice, not mine. If you're in a bad mood, please be happy. Eat chocolate, perhaps. Eat something sweet. Make hot chocolate with marshmallows. If you don't have marshmallows, then just hot chocolate will do also. If you have whipped cream, put whipped cream also. One last thing I need to shuffle. How they're gonna court you, or how they're gonna wish to court you, or how their vibe is coming off. So you'll be receptive to me. My charm, my smile, my nervousness, perhaps. We'll see. So we're ready. We're gonna keep Buddha on the side here, okay? And we're gonna keep this on the side. No, I can't put that there. We're just gonna keep it in front of me. It's okay. It doesn't need to be shown to you guys, but the energy is there for me to kind of grasp. So, okay. So, pile one. Whoever chose Sexual Magic Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So, we're gonna kind of manifest, or kind of tell you, whoever clicked on this video in this time, whenever you clicked it, of course, how a person who is truly serious about you will court you or date you or ask you out on a date. It's overall the first attempt, okay? Or the overall attempt, okay? Or until you say yes to me. That way. Because this is someone you will seriously be courted by. And end up, perhaps, with, okay? We're going there. So, who's this man or this woman? It's the siren. Okay, so this is the type of man or woman I am. But the type of man we're gonna go, okay? Because I'm gonna go more masculine energy. But you can take it and switch it. If you're lesbian, you're gay, overall it's a man I'm gonna talk about. But if we're talking about lesbians here, the one who's more divine masculine between us. Okay? Could be a girl also. I'll not force anything. Anyways, who's this person? And the energy I'm in. Siren is serious. The siren is serious. Okay. It's a bit of a player energy I got. Okay, I was not gonna lie to you. And the game of love. Okay, so perhaps you're not seeing that I'm serious. Okay, so you have happiness, pain, and one more, caution. So when I'm gonna ask you out on a date, you're gonna be happy, but you're gonna feel also pain because you're extra cautious with me. So you might be insecure, or you might have your doubts, which makes you sad because you're gonna doubt yourself if you should or should not go with me or something of the sort. Or you are in pain. So perhaps if you're a woman, this is very explicit, but menstruation cycles, perhaps you are kind of like in pain like that. Or it could be you're in pain. Okay, if we're talking to males here, there might be some elements of pain and you're being extra cautious about that pain element. Or you might be sick, okay, or there's something that's bothering you that is causing you pain that your person might not be aware of. But when they're asking you out on a date, you're very happy, but you're also in pain. Could be that kind of timeline. And what's your person's energy? Obviously the frog with the siren. I'm not shocked, okay? Like, this is the frog in reverse. So I'm trying to put my best charm, okay? I'm trying really to charm you. It's like a charmer, this man or this woman. Like, she or he knows how to seduce, okay? I have experience in the art of seduction. And I'm a very sensuous person. Can't resist my sensuality that way. Okay? They have a way they talk, they have a way they kind of like act, the way they speak, okay? So be extra aware of the tones I'm using, okay? More than the staring, it's more a question of talking to you, how it rings to your ears. It's more mannerism also, okay? So I'm sensuous and grounded in the way I'm kind of approaching you, and I'm very serious, okay? So I'm seriously playing with you, but I'm serious though. You don't see the seriousness because you're more preoccupied with your own judgment of me, perhaps, okay? So I have French waves, okay? Deep wave. I have November, so I could be born in November or this will happen in November. You have water wave, body wave, and Jerry Kerr. Always the freaking same. I need eye color, please. I don't have eye color. I have eye color. Okay. So, gray-green. Only gray-green. You have wet and wavy. Might be at a beach also, okay, guys? This might happen at the beach. Let's go back to the beach. And then you have amber eyes. And you have light yaki straight, okay? So you have a combination of many hairstyles. And it's gonna happen in November. Other numbers on my channel. So you have number 3 and you have number 2, okay? You have pile 3 and pile 2 for answers for some of you, okay? It could be on my channel as it doesn't need to be on my channel. So what type of man or woman I am? I'm someone who likes to swim, perhaps. I'm a good swimmer. I have a very lean body. I might be a surfer, this one. Oh my god. Wow. You might meet me at the beach, okay? So, beach or ocean side, coastal area. I don't know, like the pool side, perhaps. This is more like a wild swimmer, okay? So, the water is part of me, okay? With the siren, it's overall mermaid vibes, so your person might have very beautiful features, very lean body, abs, or if this is a female, she's very nice. She has a very beautiful, you know, swimsuit body, posture, and you know, the swimming wear, okay? It's my god, sunbathing kind of like bikini, or the, you know, the one piece. She or he has a very nice body, okay, with the bikini or without, okay? Even if I'm wearing a like a surfing suit, something of the sort of one piece, my body is gorgeous. I'm really channeling a surfer, okay guys? Wow. So, or even if I'm not a surfer, you're gonna meet me at the beach, but I'm definitely gonna come and go around you, okay? I'm gonna bother you quite a lot, okay? So if you're sitting somewhere, I'm gonna come and visit you several times, okay? And with the frog energy, how I'm feeling is I have my best charm up. Okay. Oh, names or places they might be from, or places you will meet them perhaps. So you have TPA, TPE or TPA. So Taipei, Taiwan, Republic of China. TPE. But I heard Tahiti for some of you, okay? It's a beautiful place. And then Nice, France. Wow. NCE, okay? Their name might start with an N, a C, or an E, okay? I heard Nathaniel, so it could be Nathaniel or Nathan, okay? So Thomas, Pierre, Edouard, or Etienne, those kind of names, okay? It's that kind of vibe. And Charles. But I always use the same names, okay, guys? It could be any type of name, okay? Charlotte, I don't know, like Edith. I have E and E. Could be any Taiwanese name also. Tai, Choi, Nigan. But any other name. Many names, guys. I don't really know. It's not just Chinese. It's not just Taiwanese. It's not just Thailandese. Okay, it's not just Taitian either. Okay, and you have OSL, but I kind of heard Oslo, so it is Oslo, Norway. Okay, so I have those. So we're just gonna keep those there, okay? Those are letters that could be important to you. So, how will I ask you out on a date? How will this person ask you out on a date? So, very intimately, they're gonna touch you a lot. They're gonna be to your level overall. So if you're sitting, because of pain elements, they're gonna sit right next to you. They're not gonna be afraid of doing the important contacts. There's no element of, like, you're not gonna perhaps be bothered by it either. You're gonna welcome it naturally. Comes naturally with this one overall. It comes natural. So I'm doing the actions naturally. You might not feel comfortable with them, but I'm doing it naturally. I'm not feeling extra like ashamed or something. I know how to conquer a woman or a man, this one. So let's see how they're gonna ask you out on a date, or like court you. Okay. Give me both physical and inward cards so that I can kind of give you an idea, perhaps. So, what's the main way? Okay, we're gonna go at this. So you have King of Swords. Well, I'm gonna be very bold with you. A bit too bold, this one. uh and I don't care how people are watching me, okay? Like I don't give a shit about it, okay? When I'm kind of like asking you out on a date or I'm kind of courting you, I'm doing what I want to do. So I might have a bit of a, not a vulgar, it's not the right word, but it's like there's no element of, I don't like not, I don't kind of like not allow myself certain stuff, okay? It's like kind of like fondling overall. So I will touch you and tease you overall, that kind. My challenge when I'm kind of asking you out on a date, okay, or courting you, is you have the Five of Wands. So perhaps I'm kind of like aware that you're kind of like with another man or another woman, or you're sleeping with someone else, even though you might not kind of have that a relationship with that other person, okay? So you might kind of be in open relationships, perhaps. Or this one, you might not want to kind of. Perhaps I'm kind of like channeling several energies because this one, it's more a player's vibe, but the player is serious here, okay? So it's more serious than it seems, okay? So I might be hung up on you for quite a long time, this one. Okay, so I kind of like know you, or you are a friend of mine, and I kind of like, you kind of sleep with certain people, kind of comfortable with that, okay? There's some people that are comfortable, some are not, okay? So you might be one of those types of people, and if you're not one of those types of people, just discard what I'm saying, okay? But this one, there's an element that you don't want to sleep with me, perhaps, because you kind of or you would sleep with me. I want you to sleep with me, but overall, I'm more seriously courting you in this one. And you have waiting. So, well, okay, look, your person, you as a person might not have any boundaries set that much, okay? For some people who chose this pile, you might be very comfortable with sleeping with people. You've slept with many people, so be it a man or a female, you've slept with many people, okay? I might know it as I might not know it, but I'm quite kind of serious about you overall. Okay, so when I'm kind of like asking you out on that date, I'm coming on very bold, okay? I'm coming on boldly. I'm not I'm not kind of like wishy-washy in the way I'm kind of like asking you out on a date. I'm seriously asking you out on a date. I'm even touching your hands. I'm kind of like touching your shoulder blades and kind of massaging your back sometimes. Even your body, okay? Your hip section, your waist section. Sometimes I might kind of like attempt to touch your private areas also, and you might allow them to me, okay? So there's an element of perhaps you're comfortable with me touching you, be it you're a male here, okay? It could be a male, I could be a female here too, okay? So I know you sleep around with females perhaps, and I mean, I'm serious though. I have good seductive points, skills, okay? But you might kind of be cautious with me, perhaps, that way, okay? But either I'm the female, I'm not afraid to come down on you and, you know, kind of give you certain services if I'm a female, okay? Or same sex also. So there's no real element of like conservative energy here, okay? If you are, you will know it, okay? But for the majority of the people that picked up this pile, I was gonna say shift, but this pile, you are very experienced in the sex life, okay? So be it you and I do give each other certain services because it's just needs, okay? But overall, the reason why I'm gonna like ask you out on that date is because I wanna possess you overall. Okay, you're a woman, it beat I slept with you or not, okay? This one, I don't know if I've slept with you, but I'm gonna ask you out on a date. I'm gonna say I want to go official with you. Okay, be it I tested you and I slept and I really liked it. I like you as a person. I'm serious about you overall. And I want to seduce you even more. Okay? That kind. So how they're gonna ask you out is overall, I'm gonna boldly say it, okay? After I kind of came down on you and I gave you a kind of service. It could be a male that gave you service, as it could be a female that gave you service. I might do that to you, okay? After I give you the service, I'm gonna say that I want to date you. My challenge though with you when I'm kind of asking you that is that I don't want other people to kind of like look at me as if I'm a side chick of yours or a side guy of yours, okay? That's the main thing. It's more like perhaps we are sleeping together, but I want to go serious with you, and I'm tired of kind of people looking at us as if we're not a couple or we're just two people that are fucking each other. I don't want that overall. I want to go serious with you that way, okay? So with the initial energy, how I'm gonna ask you out on a date, how the courtship's gonna go perhaps. This one, you guys sleep together. After the sleeping, they're gonna give you their phone number and they're gonna wait for you to contact them. Or I'm gonna tell you that I want to sleep with you. I want to be official with you, okay? In the bedroom. Okay, for some of you in the initial energy, when I'm gonna do it is that you and I are gonna drink with each other, and you know, we're gonna be tipsy a bit, and I'm gonna definitely, either if I'm the male, I'm gonna make you drink and touch you like that, and you know, arouse you, okay? And if I'm a female, I'm gonna allow you to arouse me so that you can feel turned on by that, perhaps. Once that phase is over a bit, okay, after that comes the real conquest, which is definitely you and I sleeping together overall. And if I'm the male, perhaps I'm gonna kind of like think about the fact that I want to be serious with you the whole night, or you're gonna be sleeping on the side and I'm gonna say to you there that I want to, you know, date you. I want to be serious with you overall. Okay, so it could be pain and caution. So perhaps I might take your virginity, or you might give it to me, okay, that way. Or there's no real element of virginity here, okay? If we're going conservative, let's say, the worst case scenario is you lose your virginity with this one, okay? But the person was serious when they took it, okay? So I'm going to be responsible for it. I want to be responsible for it. So I'm going to ask you to date me properly or to court me properly, and afterwards I'm gonna wait for an answer from you, but I'm still there, okay? I know you want to date me also, or I want you to date me overall, okay? So you will date them or you will make them wait until you make up your mind, male or female, okay? Be it you're the female, you will think about it, but the male will stay open, like open, was to say, awake during the night, okay? Or same sex will do also, okay? Even if you guys are sleeping together, this person wants to go official with you. So after the sleeping or after the one night stand, okay, or after several times of sleeping together, but we might be on a vacation, okay, with some of our friends, or if there's no friends involved here, the person wants to seduce you. So I'm gonna definitely sleep with you in this one. And if it's not sleep, if it's, it can't go, no. You guys are gonna sleep together this one. The vibe is that way, okay? So you guys are gonna have a very fun night drinking together with friends or only together. And your person will then take the, you know, the opportunity to kind of like play with you a bit or at that time. But then again, I'm gonna, you know, ask you out on that date, male or female. But this one is more the male's gonna ask the question and then they're gonna wait, or the female's gonna ask the question and they're gonna wait until you kind of say yes to them, okay? And for some of you, if you kind of lose your virginity, let's say, you're gonna be very happy, but you're gonna be cautious of, like, aware of the pain that comes with losing the virginity, or the fact that it was a very, very exhausting night, You know what I mean? It's like that. Okay, so that way. Okay. So Buddha and me wish you a lot of happiness, and may it be. Okay. So this is how you're gonna date your man of your dreams, or your woman, your wife of your dreams. Okay, I was gonna say husband and wife, but then again, perhaps you might not get married, but then again, you will make the decision that if a marriage is very important to you or not. Okay, we're not judging you anyways. So that was it, pile 1. Hope it resonated, and beautiful day. So have a beautiful day. Pile 2, whoever chose Fountain Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So Fountain Tarot did speak to me a lot. Okay, so it was the first deck I chose, but it's pile 2 in this video. So Buddha and me are gonna sit down and we're gonna kind of try to manifest a happiness, laughing situation for you. A good vibrational manifestation that will happen to you if you clicked on this video. So we're gonna hope it's gonna be best outcome for you, but overall this is more like the man or the woman you're gonna be, you know, in a integration with, or serious relationship, or whichever way you kind of go at this. Okay, it could be serious as it doesn't need to be, but we're gonna hope that it will be something important and of value to you. And we want to know, we're just gonna kind of manifest who this person is and how they're gonna ask you out on a date, or how they're gonna court you. Okay, so my courtship with you. Okay, so how we're gonna court each other, or how I'm gonna court you. Okay, so overall, let us see who your person is. Okay, many cards came, but then again I wanted many cards. It's clarifier. So you have amber eyes, hazel eyes, green eyes, ice eyes. I have February, could be happening in February. You have September, it could happen in September. You also have green eyes, gray eyes. I might be born on a 19, or the thing will happen on a 19, a 16. Blue eyes, 28, and 21st. So 21st of September or February, 28th of September or February, 19th of September or February, or 16th of September or February. So you have French curls, straight hair, water waves. Okay, you have deep wave, you have French curl, you have straight hair, or Malaysian wave. Okay, so these are some clarifiers about your person you will be, you know, be asked to court or date. Names I will give. So you have CHC. So you have Christchurch, New Zealand. Their name might be Chris or Christina or Christopher. You have RSWFL. So you have Fort Myers, Florida. Myers could be a family name, or Miles will be their name. You have TPE, Taipei, Taiwan, Republic of China. This is the second time this card, I kind of chose this card. So you have those letters. Peter came to my head space, okay? So, let me give you also numbers. You could choose videos on my channel or some other people's channels, okay, some of the tarot readers' channels. And if you have a question in your headspace, you need numbers, I'll give you. You have number 6 and number 3, but number 6 is not necessary. I know many people don't necessarily go 6 piles, but number 6 and number 3 and number 2 and number 3. Okay, so instead of 6, it could be number 2. That could be important. Okay, so this is only for some people who want to kind of like try their luck with a certain question in their headspace, and serendipity wise, those are numbers you can use for any questions you might have. It could confuse you more, and through that confusion it can give you an idea of what you want to do or give you the clarity you seeked also. So who's this man or this woman? Okay, so you have Eros. Okay, the type of woman or man I am. Okay, so I'm a man that likes expensive stuff, or I'm a woman that likes expensive stuff. I like to pamper myself a lot, and I like sex, and I like shopping, and I like expensive watches. I like luxurious cars, and good soft materials. Okay, like it's velvets or silks or Eros. It's sensuous pleasure, definitely, but there's a diamond on the mouth space. Okay, so it's more material a bit. Okay, so it's all palpable material pleasure. So I'm a man or I'm a woman who has high quality taste, perhaps. I like my coffee specific manner. I drive my car specific brand. Everything might be custom made, perhaps. I have the money to buy it. I have the money to buy it. Okay. I like to spoil myself also, pamper myself, and I'm a man or a woman that hides behind material things also. Okay, it's that way. So how am I, what vibe am I in when I'm kind of asking you out on a date? Okay, or courting you? It's compassion. And there's one more, sacral chakra. Yeah, it's watery, sensuous, and pleasurable. Okay, like I'm flowing with my emotions here when I'm kind of asking you out on a date. Okay. How I'm kind of like ideal romance. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. There's one more I want to go with. Balance and unity. So there is integrity here, even though it's more materialistic. There's an element of idealizing, but then again, there's a consciousness here. Okay, overall, when we're going compassion, I'm kind of like very compassionate with you, so I have a certain level of integrity when I'm kind of asking you out on that date. So how are you feeling when I'm kind of asking you out on a date? You're angry at me for doing so. And what else do we have? Confidence. Okay. And fear. Okay, so you're angry. Okay, you're angry at me overall for asking you out on a date. But why you're angry is because you're fearing that I'm more confident than you, perhaps. I need more time to... One more. There's one more. And strength. So, this one... Like, there's a lot happening inside of you, perhaps. We'll see how they're gonna react, okay? That's why it's more like I'm curious knowing how they're gonna ask you out on a date and how you're gonna agree to it, okay? Help me with that. Okay. You are gonna date this one though. Even though it's like there's fear, there's anger, you're gonna date me. We're manifesting that you're dating me. How am I gonna approach you, perhaps, this one? They're gonna tap into the person here, okay? I'm facing you and I'm interested in you. Okay? So how I'm feeling when I'm kind of like, I'm flowing with my desire and, like I am stimulating my own creative power to manifest success and abundance in this. And with compassion, it's more like, kind of like using the ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. So I'm not necessarily gonna get angry at you. Even if you're getting angry at me, okay? And I'm gonna be creative and I'm gonna follow what my desires are, okay? So there's an angel again here, okay? So you have like an angel vibes here, and it's ideal romance, and you have balance and unity. Let us just check how they're gonna ask you, okay? They're gonna ask you that out on the date, okay? So you have the Tower card. I'm seeing the spot illuminated overall. So balance and unity is definitely here, okay? Even though this is the Tower card, if you really focus on it, this section is very clear, okay? You see that there's amount that is balanced, okay? So there's not too much shit taken over, okay? So how am I gonna ask you out on that date, or how I'm gonna start courting you? So my challenge is the Three of Wands. Like, my challenge is to make it happen, okay? So who am I? It's more like I force it overall. I don't give up easily, okay? The reason why it's that way is the Five of Coins. So, okay. I need to understand something, okay, first. So in the initial energy, you have the Lover's card, which is comforting here. In the middle section, you have the Ace of Cups with the Star card. Okay, so it's mostly internal, this one, okay? So it's all the internal elements of your person. And in the near future, you have the Nine of Cups, okay? With the Six of Cups. And the Emperor card. Okay. So, okay, look, your man or your woman here is not gonna give up, okay? I don't give up easily. So, during the same moment, okay, you were angry and you were showing your strength and your confidence, but you were insecure here. Your person understood that, okay? So, the thing here starts from the moment you reject me or the moment you're angry with me. So when you're angry, I'm going to propose to you to go steady with me. So I'm gonna communicate with you, and I'm gonna persuade you to date me this one. I'm gonna ask you the important questions. Like, I'm gonna kind of suit you a bit, okay? So, this one you're gonna be angry at me, okay? Because you're afraid of it, okay? So, you kind of like to show everyone that you're strong, perhaps, and you kind of use your anger or your intimidating vibration or the fact that you're too confident in the form of a defense mechanism, but your person is gonna warm up to you and they're gonna grow on you at the same time, okay? So perhaps I know you as I don't need to know you that much, but this one is a very good cards, okay? So how I'm gonna ask you out on that date, or how I'm gonna court you, is that I'm gonna... But how do I use the Tower card here? What am I gonna do that's gonna... Okay, this one... I don't believe in that Animals card, okay? Like, I don't believe in that. Okay, it's a man or a woman that sees many stuff, okay? So defense mechanism and all that kind of stuff, insecurities, I see that in people. So I have people skills, okay, overall. And I keep the integrity overall, okay? I'm a very rich man or woman. Okay, with Eros, I'm very rich. I'm rich. And I like pleasures of the world, okay? But with the vision, I'm a man or a woman that has clear-cut intuition. I see through the darkness. I kind of see through people's shadowy sides. Insecurities also could be the word. So I might have studied you quite a while, okay? From a distance, perhaps. I've studied you from a distance. Or not really, but your anger and your, like, the anger element, I'm gonna look at it as if it's you're fearing something, that I'm gonna control you, but I will not do so. So what's gonna happen here is that your person's gonna kind of buy you something. A type of drink, and they're gonna approach you with genuinity, and they're gonna kind of make you feel at ease through that eye contact. It's at the end. So at first, your anger and your fear, it's like it's a mixture of you being confident but angry at me for no specific reason, okay? Or let's say you kind of watched, have you watched, I don't know, like videos about dogs that have been abused, or not saying you've been abused, but kind of because you've been hurt so much, okay, internally, or abused verbally, or abused in certain ways, but you've kind of grow up to kind of fight for yourself, and you're strong enough, right? So you don't allow anyone to touch you, right? So your person will kind of realize that the anger that is shown to them when they didn't really cause anything, they showed you love, or they approached you in a specific manner that they were not aware triggered you, they understand that you're a woman or a man that was wounded inside. So your anger is connected to the fear element of not being confident in front of me and not showing me strength, right? Because it's a defense mechanism. You want to kind of protect yourself until the end so that nobody touches you. Nobody will kind of do the things that happened to you in the past, right? But your person is approaching you in a more conscious manner. They're more sensitive and sensuous when they're doing it. And they are, from the start till the end, it's more, I'm kind of warming up to you, okay? I'm allowing you to up to me. So there's a sense of your person is gonna kind of not go in your bubble that much because they know you're a woman or a man that's very, very confident, okay, or independent, or you kind of are focused so much on independence that perhaps you don't know how to kind of be receptive. But nobody has been patient enough to kind of make you feel comfortable with the receptivity. So sometimes you need that person to kind of like always be there to kind of like show you that I'm not gonna harm you, but I'm here to love you. I'm seriously gonna love you. So there's an element that your person is a very gentle, manly, or ladylike, and they are still showing you the love even though your defense mechanism is on. Okay, so I can see the independent, strong woman or man you are underneath. And with the tarot card, I know you're very no bullshit. It's like you don't take bullshit overall. You're that type of woman. So I'm not gonna bullshit with you also. Okay, so how they're gonna court you is that they're gonna make you accustomed to their loving presence. Okay, so I might not talk to you that much, but there's a loving gaze. There's that element that you're taken care of or you're loved by someone. So it's more an energetic vibration. So your person will always be around you, okay, and you're gonna feel loved when they're around you. I might not talk with you, but I might kind of help you out when you need it, or if you need to lift something, or if you need some help with something, okay? If this is more your woman here, your man is always gonna, or the other woman is always gonna kind of like be around you and try to kind of be attentive of you without, it's like if you need, you're holding something heavy and this is a man, he's definitely gonna come and take it away from you. Or if you're having like difficulties checking in, or things are not necessarily going the way you want them to be, okay? If you went on a trip, or if you're in a school environment, or you need to wait in line for something and they're in front of you, they're gonna like give you certain services. So it's little teeny tiny things that they're gonna show you that you need time to just get accustomed to me, okay? But the ideal romance, it's more like I'm gonna be there to show you that I'm interested, even if you're angry with me. And it's more like they are tapping into the insecurity of yours, okay? You might kind of have this tendency with many people. You kind of show them that you're angry and you just tell them to piss off, okay? But then again, you don't want to get hurt, okay? And you know, you want people to show you that they are reliable. So this man or this woman is definitely approaching you that way. But they're genuinely I'm not gonna say infatuated, but they love you a lot, okay? So this one, there's a lot of heart space activity and emotional attachment. I am attached to you, okay? So with the Lover's card, it's more an element that you will feel that you're not alone overall, okay? So I will make you get used to my energy, me, whoever I am, okay, energetically. In the middle section of the this is very energetic, okay? Your person how can I express this on a more palpable manner? Let's say this day, okay? It's a day. We're looking at this on a one day. Or a few days, several days perhaps. Through several days, you're always going to see this person, okay? Or through that one day, you're going to see me several times, okay? I'm not the type that kind of gives up easily. And I'm kind of hooked up seriously, okay? So, let's say on a one-on-one, I'm going to say this in a one-time way, okay? So if we're going to look at this in the form of I'm asking you out on a date. At first, when I gaze at you lovingly and you feel that I'm showing you interest, you're getting angry at me because you're fearing yourself connected to the love I'm giving to you. So my energy is very lovable, okay? So I'm kind of like very intimate with you, which is something that you might not be aware of. That's why you're becoming more angry at me in the beginning phase, okay? It's more like you're showing me that you're independent and that you wish to stay independent and that you want to put me to my place, right? Why you're doing that is because you want to reject me, or you're comfortable being alone, okay? You're comfortable being alone and you don't feel comfortable being together with me, okay? So, which I find lovable, perhaps. It's more like you're very, very independent to that point that you don't want to be with me. But then again, I'm understanding that you're comfortable being alone. It's not that you're comfortable not being loved or you're comfortable rejecting love, that kind, okay? That I'm waking up to that, okay? So the Three of Wands energy as my challenge, it's more like how I'm gonna force this on you so that it works. You understand that I'm not gonna like be afraid of you, okay? Like there's nothing to be afraid of, but then again, you don't need to be afraid of me either, that kind. So I'm gonna make you feel safe. This one, it's more like with the Lovers card, I'm gonna make you feel safe, as if like you're naked and I'm naked, which it's energetically done. This one, it's more like your person has a certain way of understanding you and vibing to your energy, saying that I'm also alone and I am comfortable being alone, but I want to love you that way. Beautiful. And in between energy with the Ace of Cups and the Star, it's more like I'm waking up to the fact that you are allowing me a certain entrance kind of thing, okay? It's more like you are starting to feel the love towards me the way I love you also. So, and I'm having faith that it's working, because I'm having faith that I am kind of mirroring it back to you. So this one is very beautiful because your person will kind of smile at you a lot. They have a beautiful smile, okay? And the way they will gaze in your eyes when they're gonna ask you for a drink or for a cup of coffee, it's not even that. It's more like your person has a calming effect on you. Might be angry when they do it, but the anger and the defense mechanism will be lifted away here, because they're gonna mirror it back to you as if like I also could have been defensive with you, but I want you to warm up to me, okay? So this man or this woman is gonna make you warm up to them. Overall, they're not gonna like they're gonna overcome the anger you feel, but they're gonna understand why you're angry, and they're gonna show you love until you give in, because I know you like me too, that way. And they're really gonna stare in your eyes and they're gonna ask you through that eye contact. There's a loving eye contact they're gonna give to you and you're gonna accept it. So it's more that way. And with the Emperor card, it's more internally they're gonna take responsibility for you, okay? So it's a very serious energy. It's a very responsible man or female. With the balance and unity, it's more like I will approach you with integrity, okay? So, and with ideal romance, it's more like it's gonna be perfect for you. It's your ideal romance. someone who will not give up on you, someone who will warm up to you, someone who will make you trust them. Because they know that you can be reliable. It's just that this is just a defense mechanism of yours. But I liked who you are. So I'm gonna make you warm up to me. And I'm gonna date you that way because I know you want me to love you. It's not that you don't want to. Just that you're more comfortable being alone. But then again, perhaps I know that side of me also. I'm more comfortable alone, but I want to love you. So I'm initiating you to love me the way you love yourself. Okay, so it's more that way. Okay, so this is a man or a woman who's very intelligent, very compassionate. Okay, and they understand the insecurities you have. They might have similar insecurities themselves, but they're kind of guiding you here in this situation. I'm gonna fight until you love me, that kind. But you will be receptive to them, and they will kind of not give up on you. Okay, so they're gonna smile at you and they're gonna kind of like make you collaborate. So I'm hearing that it's more like in the beginning phase, we're gonna kind of let go of the blockage, okay, which is your defense mechanism. So the first time I'm gonna ask you out on a date is that you're gonna get angry at me, but then again I'm gonna make you warm up to me because I know you love me too. Okay, but you're more comfortable being alone, but I'm gonna make you I'm gonna persuade you to be with me, and I'm gonna make you love me. This one. Very beautiful man or woman. Okay, this one. So they're gonna warm up to you, this one, and it's gonna be very intimate, and I'm gonna smile at you, and I'm not even gonna kind of tell you I want to date you. You're gonna be taken seriously from the start. I'm not gonna ask you out on a date. I'm gonna say, come with me to this place. It's very beautiful like that. It's like there's no real element of I'm gonna ask you out on a date. I'm gonna take you under my wing, this one. I know you're independent, but you're mine now. It's that kind, okay? But you're mine and I like you the way you are, that way. Very nice. Okay, so it's just that I made you love me, this one. I was attentive to you and I was helping you and I was giving you always your space until you warm up to me. It could be in a matter of an hour, okay? How could this happen? Let's say I'm sitting somewhere in a restaurant, or I'm sitting somewhere in the library or the public place, let's say, or somewhere, okay? I'm sitting alone and I'm doing something, and this person sees me, let's say. This could be one-on-one serendipity an event, or this could be someone that knows you, okay? It's an acquaintance. We're not gonna go more in that phase. It's more like someone who's gonna ask you out on a date. This person will ask you the question, but you're gonna get angry at them. Okay, angry, but why you're getting angry is because you're comfortable being alone and you don't want to be bullshitted, right? So this person understands and they will see through the insecurities, okay? Or they're gonna see through the defense mechanism that you have, but they're gonna kind of make you feel loved. Internally, you're gonna feel their presence around you. So I could sit close to you, and because you're angry, I'm not gonna go away, and you're not gonna go away either. Or if you change places, I'm gonna come and change the place with you. It's that kind of energy. I'm not gonna say something, but I'm just gonna come in. Let's say you were sitting on a specific seat, okay? And I asked you, or I kind of came and I kind of showed you that I really, really liked you. If you were uncomfortable with it, you were angry with me, smiling at you, or looking at you, or, you know, like observing you from a distance, secretly or not secretly, okay? Because this one, it could be that I kind of like touch my mouth when I kind of observe you, and my eyes are dilated overall. Okay, so I have a warm approach like that. I could be a very, very handsome man or woman, and I have a certain way I observe you from a distance. And you kind of like realize that I'm observing you, but you're angry at me. So you kind of change spaces, or you kind of like make sure that you're out of my vision. But what I do is I come closer to you and I just sit down and I stare at you again. It's that kind. Let's say you are angry at me, but then again you change places several times and I still come and like sit close to you. I don't say anything though, but I smile at you, I look at you, that kind. It's not someone that gives up that way. You and I might not talk at all until the end. Until you start like seeking for me where I am, perhaps. Then again, I will never like disappoint you. I'm always gonna be there. So like, be it you kind of like look at me, I went to the bathroom, let's say, I will catch you like seeking to find me that way. It's that funny. And then they're gonna come and sit next to you and tell you afterwards, after you've warmed up to them, and they know that you've warmed up to them, they're gonna say, come with me to this place, and you'll go with them. Want it or not, because I made you warm up to my energy that way. So it's more like I'm gonna follow you without saying anything that way. Or it's like, if you need to lift several books, I will do it for you. I'm just gonna take it for you, and I'm just gonna smile at you. I'm not gonna say anything. He's cute, or she's cute. This is a very adorable energy. Beautiful energy, this one. Beautiful. So could be in high school, university, or on a trip, or somewhere where they can follow you around the same day. Okay, so they might be free on that day, or they will make sure to have the time to do that. And there's no real element I'm gonna ask you out on a date. I'm just gonna say, come with me, and you're gonna go with them. Because they're gonna always give you that smile, okay? That smile and that twinkle, and look in your eyes beautifully like that. In a form of, I genuinely like you. I'm not going anywhere. And there's nobody that I'm interested in more than you, okay? It's that kind of stare, okay? So it's that way you're gonna be courted. And the moment you go with them, okay, you warm up to them overall, is where they're responsible for you. So I'm gonna start being very responsible for you on that moment where you kind of acknowledged my love that way. Or I'm kind of like, sure, you warmed up to me. This one, beautiful. There's no real element of needing to say, let's date. It's more like, come with me, and you'll come that way. And it's gonna be easy afterwards. I'm gonna like be very gentlemanly, respectful, and it's like, because you feel my love, you're gonna be comfortable with my initiations. Like if I want to touch your hands, I will kind of like, what this person does is that it's not that they don't speak, they just like they're kind of like how do you say it, it's not death, yeah, it's I can't speak, perhaps. It's not a disability. Your person uses the silence to convey a specific energy. Okay, so I use silent methods, but genuine, lovable presence. It's that kind. It's more like someone who's always there for me. I know it. Might have been a bother at first because I'm comfortable being alone, right? But then again, what they're doing is that they're making you used to their energy presence silently. Okay, like, I'm not gonna bother you, I'm just gonna be there with you, like quality time, but no speaking. Silence is the comfort here, and you know that in that silence I'm there with you. It's very beautiful. Wow. So this is who's gonna ask you, court you, be responsible of you. Okay, so this is how it's gonna start. Beautiful energy, Buddha. Okay. It's very nice. Man or female, okay? So that was it, pile 2. Now pile 3, whoever chose Golden Universal Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So we're going to be using Buddha's energy today, laughing Buddha's energy, to kind of manifest a beautiful, joyful moment in your life where you will be asked out on a date, okay, or be courted in a serious relationship. So your person is serious, but we're asking how they're gonna ask you out on a date, or how's it gonna start, okay? So who's this man or this a woman? You have the Forest. So it's a man or a woman that likes camping or that likes to go on adventures. It's a man or a woman that has traveled on a van, traveled with friends, did some like hiking trips, or it's very athletic. They have pets, or it's like a golden retriever. I'm channeling my friend, but my girlfriend. It's a girlfriend of mine. Very precious best friend. I grew up with her also. I have several other sisters like that, okay? So consider her a sister of mine, but it's more like she's this vibe. She has a golden retriever. Every week she goes out on trips, canoeing or swimming or hiking, or just a simple like outing, okay? She might have gone, or he might have gone on single trips. They kind of like to travel alone. They've been to safari, they've been to Greenland, or they are from there. They've kind of traveled to Canada, United States, or Ecuador, or Uruguay, or I don't know, Argentina, Russia, many places. Your person has traveled many places, or they're the type of man or female that might want to live in the village, or they live in a van, okay, or they live in like in a nomad manner, let's say, or they are very like what's the word, it's like they have a home somewhere, but they like to go on trips from time to time. Every week she needs to go like a little village, like 2-3 hours away, or 45 minutes away from their home. It's that way in their own state or in their own country, but then again they need to travel constantly, or they need forest, okay? They need to go in woods. This is a person that needs woods, okay, and lakes. How they're gonna feel when it's a female or male, okay? I kind of channeled a girl here, but my best friend, but it doesn't need to be her, okay? So you have the throat chakra. Any orientation will do also, okay? So how I'm feeling when I'm kind of like asking you out on a date or courting you seriously. And then you have Eros and Thanatos. Okay, I need one more here because memories and remembrance. The mood when I'm asking you, sweetness. That's so cute. Oh my god. And frustration, but I don't know that much, but you have nightingales. So I'm definitely I'll just kind of create one more. And dragonfly, man, this dragonfly. So let's go, Buddha. Let us manifest this happy, joyful union. Okay, how it's gonna start. Uh, how am I gonna ask you out on a date? Or how are you gonna ask me on a date? But this one, it's more, we're gonna go different ways. So it's more like showing interest, wishing to, you know, go serious or date. So how am I gonna ask you out on a date or on a courtship? So this one with the 7 of cups. Okay, I get it. This man or this woman will invite you to a trip, let's say, or they're gonna plan something overall with you. So it's more planning wise. I'm really challenging my friend here. She's very good at planning and organizing stuff. So if you're a guy here for her, or a woman here for her, I don't know, this one, she will kind of plan something with you. Okay, so challenge here with the world card, or he. Okay, this could be a guy also, but I'm channeling Aquarius here. Okay, it's very Aquarius-y energy overall. It's very friendly and, you know, sweet and simple, kind of more mental, but Aquarius women in general are more straightforward, and they kind of, the woman I know overall, strong women overall, all of them, but simple-minded when it comes to romance. Okay, you have the 3 of Swords and the Tower card. Give me more time, okay? Because Eros and Thanatos is the death card for me. And then you have memories and remembrance. And in the near future, you have the... okay, so this one, you might want them to kind of ask you on that date. But then again, they're kind of like taking forever, perhaps, this one. What is the 7 of Cups for here? Okay, just a kind of Queen of Swords, definitely. And you have the Knight of Wands. So that'll give me like give me insight here. I'll give you some letters. Okay, I'll give you some letters. I didn't kind of go through those, so we're gonna just focus on that first. So you have Manila, Philippines, but it doesn't need to be. You have M and L. Do you have those letters? What else do we have? You have Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but you have FLL. So FLL. So there's a lot of Florence or Flaline. I heard flawless, but it's not really that. But Beyonce song. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Flawless. Yeah, kind of thing. Might be they're flawless. Could be that way. Gorgeous, flawless, like that. Male or female. Okay, it could be female also. You have CLT and C. So you have Charlotte, North Carolina, but it could be the name Charlotte, and it could also be Carolina or Carol or Carla or Clara or Franny, Fanny, Francie, Flanny, Florence, Florina, Flora, Floor. Could be many ways. Like a flower. Their name might be flower, or symbolism of flower. Could be a guy also here, but I'm really channeling a girl. Okay, could be a female, as it doesn't need to be. Okay, it could be a male here also. I'm like a hiking junkie a bit. Okay, biking and going on bicycle trips, that kind. Okay, it could be that way. So it's a very sportsy, nature loving, into like scouting or military. Could be a military guy also, or they like that kind of stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean they work in that field. Okay, so how I'm gonna, before I start also, sorry guys, I'm just like disoriented a bit. What color eyes could I give you this one? Wow. So I have Hazel. I have number 11. My friend is born on the 11th. You have 15. Number 5. So I might be reading to some people out there. You have number 3. Okay. Eye colors could be yellow, hazel, and ice. So it doesn't need to be. She doesn't have yellow eyes. Brown eyes, but born on the 11th, so it's more that vibe. So whoever this is, she or he, okay, it doesn't need to be, but I'm kind of channeling my friend's vibration here. Okay, how they're gonna ask you out on a date, this one, it's more like okay, it's not really my friend's energy that much, but the forest is that vibe. Okay, so, and people change overall. Okay, so I'm kind of like embodying a certain energy, but then again, I'm waking up that it's not necessarily 100% that. It's not that 100%. So it could be a male here. Okay, we're gonna go male or female, doesn't really matter. I'm quite balanced when I'm gonna ask you. This one might not be that romantic, because the way I'm gonna ask you out on a date, it's not even a date though, it's more friendship date, or it's more friendly, or it's more collaboration with French acquaintances. Because what I channel with the 7 of Cups, it's more like I'm planning something for a group of people, or I'm planning something for you, okay, and me overall. But there's no real romance in the air, okay, this one. But how they're gonna initiate the courtship element, the courtship perhaps, how I'm gonna initiate it, this one, it might happen in there might be misunderstanding between you and me. Okay, so you're thinking that I'm interested in you, but necessarily it's not the language I wish to convey. But then again, I'm kind of like waking up to it when I hurt you, this one. Okay, so you're feeling sweetness, but then again, you're frustrated because you're thinking that I fancy you, this one. But I will start fancying you after, when I wake up to the fact that you fancy me, this one. Okay, so this one is that way. Okay, so overall, it's more because you and I are friends, and I'm more like with the Nightingale, I'm more like the type that's very sweethearted inside, but I'm more nature lover, so I like to organize things, I like to make memories, and I like to kind of fight. Like, I want to go on adventures and change as a person, or it's like adventure needs to happen in my life so that I can feel a bit fulfilled. So you need to go on trips with me, or I'm going to organize a trip, or we're going to go on camping or something of the sort with group of friends, okay? But then again, I'm not perhaps aware that there is somebody who is interested in me, or you are interested in me in that way. You might be interested in me, this one. I might not be aware because I don't preoccupy myself with those kind of stuff. Okay, this one. So this one, it's a bit different vibration, even though I wanted to say this is somebody who's asking you on a date. This one, it's more like I'm asking to go on an adventure with you. It doesn't necessarily mean something romantic. It doesn't necessarily mean something like with an outcome like that. I offered it because I'm that type of person, okay? You might come with me because you like me, this one. But I'm getting to know you better during this trip, and I'm kind of waking up there in that trip that there is someone who likes me. So with the dragonfly, it's more like I'm kind of like getting out of my comfort zone here a bit, okay? So I don't, it's definitely my friend's energy. This one, I'm trying not to put my friend here, but this is definitely my best friend's energy. Who am I talking to? So you might like my friend, perhaps. You fancy my friend. She's a very beautiful person, okay? If this is a girl, this one, okay? But she doesn't really see it, perhaps. You need to give her time. But she will start fancying. It's like even fancying, it's like she's gonna take it slow and steady with you, this one. This one, it's like I will get to know you better, and from there on, we'll kind of like deal with it, okay? She's very sweet, very beautiful, but this one, it's more like, you might believe, okay, how the love will start here, it's more like I'm waking up to the fact that there's someone who likes me here. I offered you the opportunity to spend time with me, okay, quality time with me, but I'm waking up to the fact that you like me. You like me, so from there on, I'm gonna be serious about you. So it's more like the person didn't expect to be loved, your person, whoever I am, but you like me, so I like you. And I'll be in a relationship with you because you like me. You like me, so why should I not like you? It's very simple-minded like that, guys, this one. And with memories and remembrance, it's more like they talk about memories and childhood times. Perhaps you're a childhood friend of theirs, could be. Or we grew up all together, but you fancied this girl for quite a long time, perhaps, and you haven't seen her or this guy for a long time. And there's like an activity, or there's a camping, or there's a trip, and she's organizing it and she's inviting you. Or she wants someone to hang out with her, so she's just kind of, or he just wants someone to hang out with them, so they're gonna give you a call. You might be a friend of theirs, and they're gonna kind of invite you, and you're gonna be happy that you're there, but then again, there's a frustration, perhaps, that you kind of feel like, I'm not really romantic, but I don't see the romance. That's the thing. You have to wake me up to it. But during the trip, or during the event, let's say, with the Page of Pentacles, I'm kind of like learning more about you, and I'm interested in knowing you, okay? And it's not that I'm interested, and I'm curious a bit about you, but it's just simple social sake uh interaction approach I have with you, okay? Because I'm more logical type of person, okay? And I'm used to the freedom element, okay? So this one, you just, like, during the trip with the Three of Swords and the Tower card, it's more like I will be put to my place when, or I will be shocked, okay? This one, I'm gonna be shocked that you like me, or I'm gonna be shocked at myself that you hurt me a bit with your frustration, but that's where I will kind of like know that I like you. So I will be shocked at myself of the fact that I kind of start fancying you, but I think that you like this one more. You're the one who likes me more, but you're frustrated that I don't like you. But then again, this one, it's more like you have to understand I'm very simple-minded. I'm a free-spirited person, and you have to give me a bit time to wake up to it, or you need to be a bit bold. But I'm not gonna like I'm very sweet-natured, guys. I don't want to harm anyone. I'm a very nice person. I'm very reliable. So, this is my friend. She's very reliable. She's beautiful. She has a good sense of humor. She's wicked like that, okay? They might be wicked, but the wickedness is more internal, okay? But they're very strong. They're very adventure loving and like engineering, that kind. Pioneer and engineer, okay? Like that kind of energy for her or him, okay? And in the near future, I'm definitely gonna take you seriously, okay? Like, if I know you like me, and I feel like I'm loved here, because the challenge here is to kind of wake up to the fact that you do see me like as a woman or a potential lover, okay? A person you want to date, perhaps, but I wake up to it afterwards. It's that way. After the trip with you, or after some time of going back and forth with you, I'm waking up to the fact that you do fancy me and you do want to date me, okay? So I'm gonna date you like that, okay? Give her time or him time, okay? Whichever orientation we're talking about, and whoever I'm talking about, okay? Like, wait, she's a very nice catch if I'm really kind of like feeling this in my gut about her. Be nice to her, okay, guys? She's very precious to me, okay? Don't harm her, okay? She's a very nice person. I love her like that, okay? She's a sister of mine, okay? If this is my friend, okay? My friend. But if it's not really my friend, it's a person, don't kind of like play with them, okay? If this is the type of vibe I'm getting, it's a very introverted person. They like they're social. It's not that they're not. It's just that they're very kindred spirit inside, and very gentle, beautiful, optimistic, organized man, very fulfilled, okay? Like amazing. It's an amazing catch you have, okay? Like treat her well overall. Very nice. Okay, so happy New Year's, guys, and I'll see you if I need to my friend, okay? So or not, okay? But may you have a happiness, beautiful happiness, a lot of happy moments, okay? Good luck, okay? To you guys, a lot of abundance and blessings, okay? So that's pile 3, okay? So pile 4, whoever chose Dancing in the Dark, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see. who you're gonna end up with. But overall, it's not even the who, it's more like how they're gonna ask you out on that date, or how the courtship is gonna happen. And we're going more happiness, laughter, happy times, beautiful times, okay, prosperous times with this woman or this man. So it's mostly, it could be the one you're gonna end up with, the one you're gonna have a family with, because we're manifesting beautiful, beautiful integration energy, as if like it's a relationship that is one, but there's two people in that one relationship, okay? It's that kind of sacred space we're kind of manifesting, and if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be, but then again, we're trying to manifest it, okay? So let me just start off first with, I'm going to shuffle it from afterwards, but, oh, I forgot something in pile 3, but it's okay. I'll give you from the start, okay? So if you kind of go on my channel overall, or any, I was going to say any people's, but overall, like YouTube channel, but it's more concerning tarots, and you have questions you need guidances with, questions that might kind of give you answers, whichever pile I say, whichever number I say. You have a number 6. So if ever the tarot reader has 6 piles, go with number 6 again, or 4, okay? So if they have 6, it's 6. If it's 4, it's on number 4. And you have number 5, okay? So if the tarot reader has up to 4, or if it's only 3 piles they do, it's number 1, okay? So whoever it is, and I have number 1 that is double. So for some of you, number 1 is definitely very prominent, but this is only for just like fun, okay? If it's on my channel, I go until 5, or sometimes I have 6 piles. If it's another tarot reader, sometimes I know they go up to 3 or 4 maximum, or some go even 9 or 11 piles. But yeah, had those numbers if you needed something to confuse you so that you can find yourself in that labyrinth that is yourself, your emotions, your thought patterns, etc. May it be guidance, and if it is clarity, then it will kind of give you the clarity you seek, okay? But then again, remember, this is all creation work, okay? And the rest is all up to you, okay? So who's this person? It could be brown-eyed woman or man, okay? I was gonna ask you out on a date who you're gonna basically end up with. Then you have water wave, and you have green eyes, okay? So I have these colors. You have ice. I'm gonna put this back. Ice and yellow are the other color eyes, okay? I have this color also. What else? I have May. So it might happen in May, and you have Jerry Curl. I'll just take those because I don't want things to repeat themselves. And you have brown, okay? So brown is very prominent here. So who's this person who's gonna ask you out on a date? So you have Kairos. One more. I'm drawn to taking one more. And the gem. It's a precious woman or man. That's what I understood with Kairos and the gem. It's a gem. It's a gem. It's a very rare person, perhaps. It's a very precious person. I'm not gonna say spoiled because it's not that energy. It's more like I'm kind of like channeling some British or English sayings, like you're a gem, kind of. So your person is a gem. Kairos, it's more has several meanings, but I still haven't. In this pile, I need more time to kind of channel the energy. I'll give you some letters for your person. So you have SHA. Shanghai city code, China. They might be from Shanghai or China. Doesn't need to be. You have PIT, PA, so Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And one more, you have Taipei, Taiwan. This is the third time this card came and I went at it, okay? So TPE, so Taipei, Taiwan, Republic of China. So this might happen in these kind of countries. It might happen in those countries as it doesn't need to be, or it could be the letters that are important for you to focus on, okay? So how am I feeling when I'm kind of asking you out on a date, or I'm kind of like courting you? So you have third eye chakra with the transition. A lot of indigo color, okay? Indigo and violet. So crown chakra activity and third eye. What's the flirting language? You have loving yourself. I mean, it's a person that likes to pamper themselves, like pile 2, okay? Very similar energies. How you're feeling when I'm kind of asking you out on a date. So you have anxiety. One more. And hunger. You are hungry when I'm asking you out on a date. Oh, so sweet though, it's cute. Okay, we're just gonna take one more and cleanse. Okay, so overall, when I'm gonna ask you out on a date, it's like it's gonna do you good. Okay, perhaps it's more like it's raining outside and we're both hungry. There's an accident or there's like delays that are happening, and overall I'm kind of like inviting you for food, or I'm kind of inviting you for a cup of coffee, and you definitely need that, okay, at the time. So kind of like when I'm asking you out on a date, or I'm kind of like courting you overall, it's more intellectually done, okay? It's more like I'm kind of foreseeing certain stuff. So it's more like I have a certain lightness to me. It's more like I'm aware and I'm conscious, and definitely I want to change stuff. So I'm gonna kind of like take the opportunity that is offered to me. So I'll just kind of invite you to this restaurant with me, or this coffee shop with me. I'm gonna buy you a cup of tea, or I'm gonna buy you like a cookie and dessert, or you know, food for you, like pho. We can sit down and drink some pho, which will do you good. Comfort food like that, perhaps, or any types of comfort food in any country. I mean, in Germany they have their own comfort food. In China they have their own comfort food. A lot of it. China, I'm sure of it. Taiwan, Vietnam, Japan. Oh, Japan. Any good comfort food, okay? So you're gonna be hungry and you're gonna have that comfort food, and all your anxiety is gonna go away. But you're a bit anxious because perhaps it's a date overall, and how they're feeling is the unicorn also. So it's a very discerning energy, this one. Discerning energy. I have a third eye chakra twice here, okay? Not gonna lie. I'm conscious of what I'm doing. And you have Kairos, which is a consciousness card. It's an eye. It could be also third eye symbolism here too, because the third eye is a blue. It's indigo overall, but I mean, it's not 100% it, but Kairos, the truth, the truth, your perception, perhaps your discernment. But with the gem, it's more like a rare woman or man, okay? It's a rare delicacy. It's a rare woman, okay? It's an elegant Audrey. I name might be Audrey also. I have like a noble name kind of thing. So Buddha. How am I gonna ask you out on a date, or how am I gonna be receptive to the courtship, or how will the courtship start? This one. We're ready. So, what's the main situation? So, how am I gonna ask you out on a date? So, you have the 5 of Cups energy with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So, 5 of Cups energy and Ace of Pentacles. Loving yourself. This one, you might be heartbroken, or you might kind of like not be in a good mood perhaps, and I'm wishing to kind of take you on a comfort meal kind of thing, okay? So it's more like it's a friend of yours, or it's a person you will meet. The reason why it's that way is the 10 of or it's a woman or a man that does fancy you a lot, okay? I do fancy you overall. So I might know you as I might not know you that much, but there's an element of I'm going to bring you to more like a comfortable, cozy space so that you can, cleanse yourself or like eat properly. So it's more tourist vibes a bit, okay? It's more like a person that likes to live in comfort also. But they're more healing, this one, okay? It's more healing. Or you feel more healed with them, okay? When they're gonna kind of like court you a bit, okay? It's a very, it's a book I read. I think... and I don't remember who the writer was, but it's okay. It's Saint Vincent. It's a character in a historical romance book. It's either Julia Quinn or Karen Lawrence. It's a Saint Vincent, and the girl, the main protagonist, is a girl that stutters, but the husband or the man she gets to marry, it's a player man. But if you kind of read the book, I have the book, just give me 1 second, okay? I'll kind of like bring it so that some of you, if you like that kind of stuff, you read it right away. Where is it? Man. I think it's Lisa Kleypas, Devil in Winter, perhaps. It's perhaps that one. So it's those Lisa Kleypas, Devil in Winter, I believe. Might be that one. It's all well organized. I couldn't take the book out, but just kind of verify that if it's Saint Vincent, the name, it's the right one, okay? But I wasn't able to kind of, I have many books, okay? I don't remember all the titles, but it's that kind of vibe. And why I kind of wanted that book, because overall it's like at first you think that they're all pretty and handsome and, you know, like sexy and have a certain reputation perhaps. With the gem, it could be that I'm very fancy smancy or attractive is the word, because Saint Vincent, I'm hearing Saint Vincent in my headspace, but the character is a very gorgeous man, very five sensey, very good lover, very experienced, and a man that kind of has a certain maturity inside, okay, and a certain discernment that is specific to him, okay, or her, okay, but they're very comforting, okay. So I kind of see that perhaps you need comfort, and I'm a ladies man, or I'm a woman that's more you know, comforting. Just like if I'm on a journey, I'm going to a restaurant, or it's like we both had a difficult day on that day, I will kind of like invite you with me. There's nothing wrong with that. And why I'm gonna do that is because perhaps I'm very friendly and I'm very familiar person, perhaps. There's an air of familiarity, as if like this person treats you like you're their wife or their husband, or even if you're not married. If this is a male, he kind of treats you like a precious, gentle woman, or a woman basically. And if this is a woman, she treats you like you're like a male, but it's more like you're a friend of theirs or a family member. You're like a, it's like there's no real element of boundary still. It's very familiar. And I have that aura to kind of like help you out, cleanse you, and you know, you kind of get used to me very fast. This one, it's like grow on me very fast, because I know how to calm you down that way. I have a calming nature. And if you have certain, it's like you have certain like you don't treat yourself well sometimes, you forget to eat sometimes, or it's like you're always in a rush sometimes. This woman or this man has a certain way to kind of make you ground yourself overall. Like, did you eat, or are you hot now? You're always used to kind of not getting proper meals, or not eating proper meals, or you were always neglected, or you kind of like degraded yourself, or you were degraded in a specific environment. This person will do the exact opposite. They're going to make sure that you're always comfortable. They're going to make sure that you're always full and have a full stomach, and you're not anxious. You don't have that insecurity inside, okay? So it's more that vibration that I will respect you, I will see you eye to eye, and I will see where you need loving a bit. When I'm saying loving, it's more like give you comfort on a more palpable way. Things you might not spend money on, I spend money on that. Like I make, like for you, a jacket is not important. Let's say you don't spend $500 on a jacket because you prefer to invest that money on something else, right? Or you don't have the money to kind of invest in it. I might buy that 500 jacket for you because in that moment I'm being responsible for you. So it might be that I will buy you the gift if I have the money to spend, or I'm gonna take the responsibility here, okay? So it's more like this is a man or a woman who's gonna be responsible for you. So they're gonna make sure to either purchase the important things for you, give you a good meal, or have a meal that is very warming for you, okay? Your stomach is gonna feel warm, you're gonna feel good and comfortable and like relaxed overall. This one, it's a very beautiful energy. But perhaps I kind of like you too, okay? It's that kind. That's why I'm kind of taking this chance to kind of advance on you, do the advances, okay? So it's more like it's a difficult situation for everyone, or for you and me, or for you alone, okay? So I'm gonna take this opportunity to welcome you in my house, or welcome you in my environment, or we're two strangers perhaps. I'm gonna kind of invite you for a meal perhaps, because you and I had nowhere to go, or I'm single and you're single and I know about it because we kind of spoke together, or it's that kind of situation. I'm gonna kind of, you know, be patient, or the challenge here is to be patient with you, or to kind of be patient with you. Perhaps you're the type that's very anxious. It's like you kind of have a tendency to reject when somebody's gonna give you something, but the person's a bit frustrated that you're not allowing me to take care of you. But this is the type of man or female that gets bothered when someone needs the help, but they're not conscious that they need it, but I need to force it on them, that kind. This one, it's more like the man is gonna take care of you, okay? Or the woman is gonna force the relaxing element on you. So you kind of went through something and you need my help here a bit. Could be my help, it could be that you're soaking wet and you're a single woman or a single man who's kind of going to somewhere, but I'm kind of accompanying you there. But then again, I'm kind of seeing that you're running out of luck, perhaps. So I liked you, perhaps, or out of sheer just the type of woman I am, or the type of man I am. It's like it's just human nature to help somebody in need overall, this one. So in the initial energy with the 9 of Wands energy, it's more like through the conversations we're having, or through the difficult times you kind of like express to me, it's more like perhaps you and I had a chance to talk to each other, or to see each other again, perhaps this one. So perhaps I did love you in the past and it's like I kind of see you again, perhaps this one. Could go that way. Might be a long story here, as it doesn't need to be, okay? You will know that, because there's one that's like two strangers meeting each other, and it's just human nature to kind of help each other. And during that helping session, there's an element of familiarity, and you like just how familiar this person is with you. And that's where you kind of like, I decide that I feel very comfortable with you, so I decide to kind of hold on to you and kind of tell you to kind of share the room with me, perhaps. If this is more like a hotel situation, let's say there's a delay or there's a cancellation and it's cold outside, or it's raining outside and we need to kind of like share a room, or it's like you're a single woman, I'm a single man, or I'm a single woman, you're a single man, and it's like I have a room but you don't seem to have it because it's sold out. But then again, I can transform my single room into two people room and we can share the room again. That kind of situation, this one. It's more like with the Kairos, it's more a person that is given to you in the form of a divine timing. It's a miracle, the person's there, they will save you, or something of the sort. It's a person that's very discerning, okay? It's more witnessing eye, or it's more insightful, or mature. It's like can't really harm this one. And this one has a certain immense trust or intuition, so it's more like I can intuitively pick up that you're not gonna harm me, perhaps, or I'm kind of feeling that perhaps there is something between you and me that could happen, or my gut feeling is just saying to kind of like invite you or share the hotel room with you if there's no other possibility, you know. So and you and I had a difficult like situation, perhaps. But with the 9 of Wands in the initial energy, it's more like I was a bit like guarded with you, or there's a distance. I wish that it's human distance that we just need to keep. It's a bit awkward at first, but in the middle section, it's more like perhaps you're kind of like during that night, perhaps we might kind of like have a deep conversation, and through the deep conversation we will kind of realize that perhaps we do fancy each other, or I do fancy you, and I will kind of ask you the question there, perhaps. But I will follow my intuition, and that's where it's gonna happen, perhaps, this one. You two might sleep together, as you don't need to sleep together, but the fact that you guys will share a room or share the meal, it's gonna kind of lead to another next time. because you're gonna kind of exchange phone numbers or something of the sort, okay? And if this is like a partner of yours in the past, okay, or it's an ex, or it's an ex that will return for some of you. Okay, we're gonna go with Buddha because I want to kind of give you happiness here. But once you have transformed, the X one is the X situation. It's more 5% for some of you. It's overall, there's gonna be an opportunity for me to come meet you again. So I wish to kind of reconcile with you. Why? So it's because I always wanted to kind of be married to you, but perhaps you didn't know that I was this serious about you. But then again, I wasn't able, because there were certain things that I needed to take care of at the time, or there were situations that couldn't happen in the past. But the challenge here is that I need to be more patient with you, because I need to give you the time to kind of make your own decisions, right? So in the initial energy, when I'm gonna kind of meet you in person, is that I'm gonna be a bit like difficult for me to hustle. It's like I want to give the opportunity a chance, and I'm very passionate about you, and I kind of feel the passion, but I'm just thinking about it. In the middle, after a while, in that same night, let's say, I'm gonna kind of like toughen up a bit, and I'm gonna say, like, I know you from the past, right? It's, I kind of have like, I used to love you, and I know you loved yourself, or you kind of chose yourself, or whatever I did in the past was too selfish, or it needed to happen. Anyways, it could be that I make the decision, or things needed to work out that way, so that I'll be back in this time and face you and make the decision and tell you that you are someone I always desired. And when you hear that, perhaps you're gonna feel like cleansed, you're gonna feel better, and you're gonna be hungry at the time, so you're gonna accept my advances. And anxiety, it's more like you're anxious, you don't know if I'm serious or not. But when I'm kind of coming towards you with the intuition, it's more like, and discernment is, I'm consciously coming towards you. And with transition, I'm wishing to transition from this unknown state of being to a more stable and palpable reality. Okay, so for some of your ex is coming back, but it's an ex that got separated from you because of uncontrollable situations. Okay, it's more like you didn't hear about me, or the thing is that there was miscommunication, but the energies were always genuine. There was no like a wishy-washy energy that much. It was the moments you kind of spend with me were very special, and they were very well encrypted in your memory. That kind. You might feel let go, like I abandoned you, but it's like there, you kind of, the more you kind of like realize, it's more like I needed to go. It's not that I wanted to go, it's I needed to go. But then again, what hope can you have when you're in a distance? Okay, so your person is more discerning, it's more wishing to kind of take it seriously this time around and take the opportunity. Sorry. And for those who are strangers, it's more, I know what I like, okay? I'm very Taurus or material a bit. But when I'm saying material, it's more palpable, and like I kind of spend the money for comfort's sake, okay? Like I make sure that I get a warm room, I make sure I get warm food in my stomach, that kind. It's a very cozy man or woman, okay? That type of woman or that type of man. And it's a woman or it's a man that's like a gem, okay? They're very rare, they're very gorgeous, they're very beautiful. You can't find another one like them, okay? So that way. So this is who you're gonna, you know, date, and how they're gonna initiate it to you. And they were very intuitive when they did so, okay? And this one wanted to come. So love's secret. So it's a person that might have loved you for a long time. Could also be a person that you travel with, or if you travel often or you're a frequent flyer, okay, and you kind of pass through this person, or this person passed through you several times. It might be a secret suitor, this one, okay? The stranger you might have they seem very familiar, but they are. Perhaps you've never talked to them, okay? Or if you had conversations, let's say, it's more small talk or quotidien, la quotidienne, like frequently when you kind of frequent each other, or not frequenting. It's more like frequent same spaces, work environments, or jobs for trips and all that kind of stuff. Because for somebody, I'm channeling a trip situation or some kind of delay, or it's a person that might kind of like, you met them somewhere, okay? There's a memory element like that. Or I started fancying you during the trip or during the event. I started like catching feelings for you from a distance, perhaps, that I wanted to kind of take care of you like this. So it could be love at first sight kind of vibe also. Okay, that was it, pile 4. Hope it resonated. Now pile 5, whoever chose vice versa tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how you're gonna be asked out on a date. And the date or the courtship is more from a serious person, a serious suitor, and it will become a serious relationship for you. It might be your only relationship, as it could be your relationship you're going to end up with. Okay, so you're going to be using Buddha's laughing energy, but the laughing Buddha's good, prosperous energy. Okay, I like Buddha. Okay, I kind of not a worshiper, but then again, we could say that. Okay, so I like Buddha's energy, and Buddha likes mine. Okay, so I'm being a bit goofy. Okay, so childish, but I like that when I'm like this. Okay, I feel good. So we're just gonna kind of manifest that this is the person you're gonna end up with, but how you're gonna be asked out on a date, or how will this courtship start, okay, with you, for you. So let me give you some numbers. It could be in the same video, as it doesn't need to be, but these are numbers. You can watch the piles, the number of the piles on my channel or on other tarot readers that you kind of follow. So you have number 5 and you have number 3, okay? So if the person, the tarot reader, has 5 piles for that question, you're kind of hesitating. It could be pile 5 or up to 5, or up to some other number if they go up to 9 piles or something of the sort. If it's only 3 piles, it's number 3, okay? And for some, it's number 2 if there's 1, 2, 2, okay, and 5 again, okay? So you have those numbers to pick from. Names for your suitor or your husband to be, or your wife to be, or your future spouse to be, but we're saying this is someone you will have in your life. So you have MYSLA, so New Orleans, Louisiana. You have MCIMO, Kansas City, Missouri. You have CLT and C, so Charlotte, North Carolina. So my name could be Charlotte also. And Carolina, okay, it's one or the other. And there was another pile that had similar names that showed up in them. I don't remember which pile it was, but you have those places. It could happen there, as it doesn't need to be. I don't know if I gave you some. So you have green eyes again, a lot of green eyes. Okay, so I have twice the green eye energy. You have number 9 or 6. You have number 19. You have 31st or 13. You have January. It could be 19, 9, 30, 31st of January. You have crimp waves, loose waves, kinky straight hair, I have November, so it could be any of those dates on November or January. You have hazel eyes. I was gonna say hazel green eyes also. Hazel green eyes. You have 11. You have number 5 again, and you have number 3, and you have French wave. Okay, French waves. So you have those numbers and those clarifiers. Man. So this is clarifiers. I gave you names. So let us start the reading, the main one. So you have the creator, what type of energy this is. So it's a woman or it's a man that's very artistic. It could be a known painter, as it doesn't need to be known, but I really channel known painter. So I might kind of have a good TikTok follower or Instagram. I have a lot of followers, okay? Or I have a lot of exhibitions under my name, and you have them all. Goes hand in hand for sure. Very deep artist, okay? Like very emotional, and I kind of like go deep in my creations, okay? I'm a very creative, deep person, okay? Like, very deep, okay? So how I'm feeling when I'm asking you out on that date, it's solar plexus chakra. It's more like I'm kind of aware that I recognize this about myself. And you have divine feminine. So I'm very receptive to you. Very sensitive and embody, like I'm embracing you, okay? When I'm doing it, I'm consciously embracing you. So you have the lady who waits. Okay, this is my language, but there's one more. And doubt and indecision, but it's a bit misleading, this one, okay? I'm not gonna. And how you're feeling when I'm this one, rejection, but you don't want to reject me, or you want to reject me, or you want to surrender to me, but you don't know how to. Because the lady who waits, and you have doubt and indecision. So if this is my language, will I be the one asking you, or will I be waiting for you to kind of do something? It's either I want you to recognize me and you come and make me not doubt you. But what you're feeling is more like you're afraid of being rejected by me. So you're not necessarily doing the action I need. So we're just gonna kind of like follow Buddha's guidance here. Buddha's energy, okay? Give me clarity, please. It's a little figurine, definitely, but I like it. So how will I court you, perhaps? Or how will I initiate courtship? Or, you know, ask you out on a date? what I'm getting this one, it's more like it needs to be like confirmed with this one, okay? So it's more like they might kind of lead you on, but then again, you need to kind of confirm these things on a more fun, like, let's say I'm kind of like telling you I like this perhaps, and you know, I'm kind of like looking at you if you kind of like are gonna suggest to kind of go on a date. So this one, it could be that I'm kind of like recognizing that I'm kind of like giving you hints so that you can hold on to it. But my language though, it's more like I'm kind of like perhaps on your end you're a bit confused if I'm not sure if I want to come or not. But what your person wants to do here is more to kind of tell you that I like this, so they can create opportunities and kind of like say, let's do this. That kind. So it's more like it's a more subtle body woman perhaps, or a subtle body man, this one. And it's more like they kind of tell you what they like, what their favorite food is, or they just give you the hints like that, this one. It's more like the woman that waits or the lady that waits, but this one, it's more like I do say the things I need to. Nothing stops me from talking. Even though I'm waiting, I'm talking in such a way that I'm giving you all the hints that you might need to know. But then again, I'm gonna wait for you to give me a sign saying that, oh, I know a good ice. It's like I'm saying I like, I don't know, like gelato ice cream. That way. And you could kind of like take and you talk with me more and you say, oh, me too, I like this, blah, blah, blah. And it's more like perhaps I'm kind of like giving you the energy that I fancy you. I'm boldly showing you that I fancy you, this one. Could be that way. I'm boldly showing you that I fancy you, but I'm waiting that way, this one. For you to kind of grasp on the opportunity, perhaps, and perhaps tell me that, oh, I know this very nice Italian ice cream shop. Do you want to go somewhere sometimes? And if I'll say yes, I'll also still wait for you to kind of grab your cell phone and like add my contact number there and text me that way, or like add me on Facebook, or add me on, I don't know, LinkedIn, or add me on follow me through on LinkedIn, or follow me through with my Snapchat, so that I can follow you back on the spot there. That kind, this one. I could be the one suggesting to go this place. It could be like I'm gonna start talking about, oh, I like ice cream, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then you'll say, oh, I like ice cream too, or you don't like ice cream. So I'll kind of like give you another opportunity. Like I'll say, oh, I like this restaurant that sells very nice oysters, let's say, or this snack bar that sells a very nice oyster, high quality, blah, blah, blah. If you like oysters, you'll say you like them too, right? So that way I'll say, perhaps, do you want to go sometime? And if you say yes, I don't know if I'm going to be the type that's going to take the cell phone and take your phone number. I'm going to wait for you to take mine, perhaps. This one. It could be I will do so. We'll see with the Celtic spread, but I'm not so sure if I'm the one who's gonna take your cell phone number though. This one. I'm more deeper than that. So I will wait until you decide if you're gonna grasp on the opportunity I'm offering, or if you're seeing what I'm offering you, this one. Could be that way. How will I ask you out on a date? Okay, so how will I kind of like lead you on, perhaps, for the date. Okay, it's more how will I perhaps court you, start courting you. Okay, so we're gonna go with this, right, Buddha? So let's see what's the main situation. So this one, I'm gonna offer you two choices in a playful manner, and I'm gonna show you that I'm excited about both. Okay, so this one, it is overall, I'm giving you two options. I say I'm very passionate, or I'm in love, or I'm a big fan of this place's ice cream, or this place's sundae, or this place's queue de castor, or I don't know, French fries of this place, okay? Or I know this a very cool ceramic place we can go to, or I know this very cool laser tag place, perhaps, I don't know, like it's a place, it's a chilling spot. I always wanted to go to this place, or it's like I'm excited to go to these places. That's how I'm gonna kind of go at this, okay? And my challenge is to kind of like guide you there, okay? Like with a certain consciousness, or like without you knowing perhaps that I'm fancying you perhaps, but and the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm kind of like thinking very fast on my feet, okay? So this one overall is that I kind of like fancy, I like you, so on the spot I'm kind of juggling a bit, okay? I'm trying my luck overall this one. This type, it's like any moment, because I recognize that I fancy you, I'm gonna make you understand, recognize the fact that I am a bit infatuated with you, okay? It's gonna be very available to you. It's gonna be available to you. I'm gonna show it to you that I'm a bit like charmed by you. I'm a bit like, you know, something special about you that way. It's like sometimes I praise you also, okay? And with the Sun card, it's internal. It's more like I'm gonna be a bit like lose faith a bit in the in the middle section, and then with the Seven of Swords, I'm kind of feeling like I lost the battle, but this one, it might like, I might kind of, it might take me a few attempts to kind of this one, I might kind of you might kind of ask me afterwards. You will reject them a bit, or you will not be comfortable accepting their advances, let's say, but you will understand that they like you, this one. I'm gonna try several times, but overall, you're not really giving me faith, this one. At the time, I'm gonna kind of ask you out on a date. But it's not asking you out on a date, this one. This one, it's more how you're gonna be courted. Initiation to courtship, or initiation to love, but perhaps the dating, you will decide, perhaps. So you might be a male here, and this is more like a female's energy, or you could be a female here, and this is more like a male's energy. He's trying several times to gain your favors, let's say, and wait if you're gonna take the opportunity, okay? But I'm gonna praise you several times, okay? But through the praising and you feeling uncomfortable, if you want to surrender to surrendering to the trick of going there with me, okay? Like accepting my friend's request, and but I'm gonna praise you a lot, okay? So your person is gonna be creative overall, okay? So they keep giving you certain stuff, but deep down underneath, if you're not giving me faith, I'm sensing that you're not sure if you want me or not. and I'm not gonna pressure you after a point. So I will give you a lot of signals, a lot of like hints. You can take them, but what's gonna happen, it's more like I'm gonna feel a bit like foolish at the end, because I feel like you're rejecting me a bit. It's like perhaps it's like you can't seem to make the decision, or you're thinking I'm not serious perhaps. But this one, it's more you're hesitating. That's why I'm starting to doubt a bit and be indecisive. Do you want to date me or not, this one? Because I'm giving you a lot of hints. It's like, just take it. Tell me if you want that ice cream. Okay? Like, tell me you like ice cream. Anything will do. Like, just so it's like, you can tell me you want to go there. I'll kind of like take it, and I'll kind of like make sure to have that contact with you, okay? I'm that eager, this one. I'm that eager. I'm like playing a bit, but it's more like this is my hyped up situation, but I'm serious. I'm kind of like making you recognize the fact that I'm charmed by you. I'm charmed. You're charming. You're pretty. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're interesting to me, but I'm waiting for you to kind of like take what I'm offering you. But the more you're not like, you're hesitating, I'm kind of like saying, should I kind of guide you a bit more perhaps? But then again, I'm like not sure anymore, because I did several times and you were kind of like insecure a bit. So you like me or you don't, but I like you. But then again, it's more like with the sun card, it's more like when I'm kind of like talking with you after a while, I'm still interested in you and I'm still charmed by you, but I'm a bit insecure myself, this one. Because I tried several times and you don't seem to catch up to it, or it's more like even if I tried making it your face, it's like, just like tell me you want to go there. I'm eager to do it, but I'm kind of like feeling like I fought for nothing, or it's like I was so excited for nothing, and I was kind of like giving you those hints for nothing. You didn't seem to be interested perhaps, and so I was just like just a friend of yours, okay? That kind. From very excited, it went very down, okay? Because felt like you didn't like him or her, and afterwards perhaps you're gonna, because this is me trying to court you, but then again perhaps you're not leading me there. So the next time perhaps you will tell me that you're not sure, but then again perhaps you won't refuse me. It will take you several times, okay? But I'm still interested. I'm gonna date you anyways. This is the first time I'm gonna ask you out on a date, and you're not sure if you want to date me or not, and I'm a bit like insecure because my charms are not working the usual way perhaps, or I feel like you don't like who I am. That way, okay? But you're gonna end up with that. You're gonna date them anyways. But this one, it's overall in the initial, it's a bit like sad that you're not like this one, you want to reject me because you're afraid of surrendering perhaps, but like I'm not gonna give up. But I'm gonna give you several chances still, okay? It's more like what's the vibe here? It's more like it's a man or it's a woman who likes you, okay? They know that they like you. They know that they are attracted to you. But this one, it's like I give you the hints always. I always try giving you the hints. But if I'm feeling like I'm making you feel uncomfortable when I'm giving you this much excitement, or kind of telling you it's more like the guy or the girl is waking up to the fact that they're seeming a bit foolish, like kind of like telling you all this stuff about themselves. But then again, perhaps you're not eager in the conversation, or you're not comfortable with me yet, or you're not comfortable with my energy, this one, because I'm very like full of energy. This one is full of energy, constant energy, and very deep person, but a person that understands also. But overall, this one, how will they ask you out on a date? This is how they're gonna ask you overall most of the time, until you accept to date me, okay? Until you accept to date me, this one. Because I recognize that I like you. So this one, it's once you're sure about it, you take the bait I give you, okay? Like, you take the opportunity I'm offering you. You're gonna see I'm gonna have a big face, a big smile on my face. I'm gonna be so hyped up, and I'm gonna kind of like say, okay, let's do this, let's go. It's that kind. It's very like energetic, okay, this one. It's like a young child, okay? It's a man, it's a big man, it's a tall man, or it's a short man, but it's a man who's like it's a kid that's jumping on the floor. It's that kind. It's like have a lot of energy to jump, like so excited, that kind. If you tell me you wanna go, and it's like you kind of like, we exchange texts, and I kind of send you where I wanna go with you. It's not the fact that I'm going there, it's the fact that I'm going there with you, okay? It's that way your person is feeling. So if you have insecurities, don't be insecure. Person likes you, okay? When I'm kind of trying to charm you, I'm saying you're charming, I'm not lying, okay? So if you're insecure, for some of you, don't be, okay? This person is excited to meet you, to get to know you better, to like you. I like you. And you don't know that I have insecurities like you do. You just don't seem to see it. That's it. That's one. Just see me as a human being, okay? When I'm excited, be excited with me. Okay, when I'm smiling at you, can smile at me. This one, it's that way. That's the blockage. If you're not smiling with me because you feel you're insecure, or the fact that you're not talking properly, or the fact that you have a scar on your face, or a scar somewhere you want to hide it, but this type of person doesn't seem to be preoccupied with that, okay? It's like, I'm a very deep person, okay? My love is deep like the ocean, okay? So, and with the creator, I can use art to seal it. I can use heart to heal it, okay? So whichever way you're wounded, this person will be very healing in your life, okay? So you can do art therapy with them. You can be their inspiration, and that in itself could be very satisfying for you. Feel like you someone who might have insecurity, someone who is not comfortable showing yourself, or you always felt like you were not beautiful or something of the sort. This person will always make you feel like you're beautiful, because they will recognize that they like you. You're the woman or the man I like. Any orientation. Nothing to be ashamed of, okay? You just need to say you want to go there, okay? Like, you want to go there and like give me your cell phone number, or ask for my phone number, okay? If it's not gonna happen, I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna go again. That kind. Okay, it's that kind. But then again, don't hesitate to tell me when you're ready to go, okay? Like, text me that you're comfortable or you're available on this day. Just say hi to me, I'm gonna be happy, okay? You're gonna see. That kind. It's a very approachable guy, this one. I'm approachable, I'm social, I'm lovable, like, kind of like don't have boundaries with people that much, but then again, I'm very profound as a person too. It's like I understand people's emotions that way. But if you don't like me, I'm a bit sad that you don't like me that way. Okay, so give Perhaps you want time. I'm gonna give you time, but I'm gonna get hurt a bit, okay, at the end, when you kind of don't want to say the things I wanted you to do. Okay, so I'm kind of like starting to doubt perhaps at the end that you don't like me. Do you not like me? That way. It's like because the energy was very high, excited, and then like goes down. Because it's not liked, perhaps. You don't like me. That way. Perhaps it's more like me, Tamaki from Oran High School Host Club, if you've watched the anime, if you're an anime fan, that is. But it's more like a person that was loved, or it's a person that grew up in a difficult time. You don't see their wounds right now, but they have a purpose in life, but they kind of have a big heart, and they want to be the hero of the day. And it's like, if you don't like them, they kind of like feel like it's their fault that you didn't like them. But I kind of give you the space so that you can speak for yourself, that kind. Okay, so it's that kind of energy, this one. Okay, so this is who you will be dating and how they're gonna ask you out on a date for the first time, or they're gonna court you. But this one is not success. The first attempt will not succeed. Because at first I'm gonna kind of be a bit embarrassed that you don't like me. But I'm still gonna try showing you that I like you. It's not gonna change, but until you're comfortable exchanging the phone number with me, smiling at me, okay? Like praising me for some kind of reason will kind of like make me feel good a bit, okay? So this you can praise their work, can show interest on their work, and you're gonna see they're very genuine, very nice guy or girl. This one, it's like, I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna kind of like show what I felt when I kind of created this, and I will kind of look deeply in your eyes sometimes. It's a very beautiful man or woman, okay? Yeah, it's that vibe, okay? So I'm energetic overall. And I have so much love to give. And I'm very human natured, okay? I'm very approachable. But I wait, and I kind of like give you all the hints you need and wait for you to just grab onto it. I'm not gonna ask you out on a date. It's more like I'm giving you like excuses so that you can kind of like say you like it too, and I'll say, you wanna go? That kind. Or it's like you say something and then I say something, and perhaps I'll just wait for you to say you want to go there. That kind. That way. Okay, so that's it. Okay, happy holidays, guys. Happy New Year. Also, if it's not the time of the year, then have a beautiful day. Okay, so you have pile 6 finally. Yeah, the Wild Unknown Tarot. So let us see what Buddha here. Okay, laughing Buddha, prosperous Buddha, good luck Buddha, the man or the woman who's gonna ask you out, and how they're gonna ask you out. Okay, so how am I gonna ask you out? The man you're gonna marry, or the woman you're gonna marry, or you're gonna end up with, or you're gonna have a serious relationship with overall. And we're asking whichever type of relationship you want. Okay, guys, at the end of the day, I don't really might have clicked on this video for many other intentions, but this is overall happiness, laughter, genuine courtship or dating. Okay, someone who takes you seriously, someone who is looking at you in the form of a human. Okay, I'm not objectifying you necessarily. Okay, so how will your the courtship or the asking out on a date will go? Okay, I don't know if you're the one asking out on a date or I'm the one asking out on a date, whoever's gonna be it, but I usually kind of said that we're gonna ask you, so I'm gonna be asking you on a date, or whoever's gonna kind of initiate and how it's gonna be initiated, perhaps. Okay, so How are they gonna how am I gonna ask you out on a date? Or how am I gonna court you? How am I gonna court you? So let me give you some numbers to start off, okay? So if it's on my channel or it's another tarot reader's channel, okay? And they have several piles. So if it's up to 3 piles, it's number 3. Or my piles, okay? Number 3. Or number 5, okay? So 5 or 3 are the numbers. Bear with me. We're just gonna kind of put the lights on. So... better, I guess, but at the end of the reading. Anyways, I'll give you some letters to kind of feed on. Illinois, I channeled this, so we're just gonna keep this. So you have ORD, Chicago, O'Hare, Illinois, but you could be there, or it might be just their letters. So it's O for OR, R for Robert, I channeled, D for David, Delta, Dennis, Daniel, Radcliffe, I channeled, but it doesn't need to be. R for Radcliffe could be just a name, okay? It could be Daniel Radcliffe, but Harry Potter actor. Interesting. So you have IL, then you have IST, okay? So Istanbul, Turkey. Could also be Timothy, okay? The name T for Timothy. You have CHIIL, so Chicago City Code, Illinois. So you have Chicago, definitely, because I really channel Illinois. from there. You have BFS, Bernard or Belfast. So their family name could be Belfast. You have Ireland city code. They might be Irish also. So their name could be very like Irish nature. Sarois. But oh my lord, I really feel so bad whenever I kind of like pronounce names. Just normal names. Sometimes I can't even pronounce them properly. So kind of like imagine how I can like destroy some people's names. That's why I say like don't kind of like listen to me. But Irish names also could be I have an Irish name. So that way. And what else could I give you? So we have number 13. Hazel eyes, brown eyes. Okay. And green eyes. You have number 15, number 13, number 11, number 7. Okay, number 7, lucky number 7. It could happen on the 7, could be happening on these dates. We have March, okay? So you have March and you have blue eyes. I really channeled that lady. The Lady Bird actress. I don't want to mention her name because I'm going to disrespect her. So when I'm kind of pronouncing it, she gets pissed off so much, you know it. So kinky straight also. So you have those clarifiers if you need them. What else I was gonna say? So we're gonna start the reading. Okay, so who's this person? So you have the storm. Like I don't really, it's okay. So how am I feeling when I'm kind of like oh, like showing you that I'm interested, perhaps. You have beyond words. Well, could be same sex for some of you here. Doesn't need to be, okay? It doesn't need to be, but it could go very same sex. So sadness, illumination. And creativity. Illumination and creativity, it's like a lamp, okay? You have a lamp here. This one, it's more like illumination, but there's the sun overall. You have sadness, illumination, and creativity. Let me just arrive there first. And how am I feeling when I'm kind of like asking you out on a date? You have the horse in reverse. And there's one more. Joy and jubilation. There's a type of flute, but it's not really the flute I'm channeling. You know how like Scottish culture has those like that big no, like very like cultural sound. embarrassing. I don't have the words, okay? Like that instrument that is very like it's like they hold it on their side and it's like they no, like, you know, like that one, you know, like that instrument is here. So could be Irish. I'm not gonna lie. It's Irish, or like I don't know if Irish people do have that instrument, or it's Scottish natured. You'll know. I really apologize. I'm not really good in this kind of stuff, but I'm ignorant on those. But for some of you, there's a party happening, or there's like a holiday event, and like people are having fun. There's a lot of food on the table. There's theater, and there's like people doing activities, family environment, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so it's that kind of vibe, this one. Party vibes. But what type of woman or man this is? You have the storm. Storm is not enough for me. Altea. Alatea. It's a very serious person, okay? Like this woman or this man is very like serious. It's too serious for my like I can't say my liking because the person doesn't need to be liked by me, okay? But it's too like serious and like empowered, okay? But the storm I always kind of channel Zeus, you know, and if it's not Zeus, it's more like it's a storm. It's like the lightning bolt alone is like, you know, it kind of like creates fire, or it can be like shocking, you know. So it's a very shocking woman or shocking man, or eccentric could be the word, or like I have a certain fierce nature. Fierce like that. And with Alatea, it's more like it's very hot and cold, and you don't know where you stand with this one, okay? Like this person makes people not feel like walk on eggshells a bit. That's the impact your person has on people overall, okay? But what type of person they are? I don't want to say fickle nature, but we could go there without insulting the person, of course, okay? It's that kind of energy a bit. Okay, so when I kind of like allow myself to kind of invite you somewhere, or like anyways, I'm just gonna create the Celtic spread. Give me time, okay? Like so how am I gonna ask you out on a date? I will offer it to you. Like that. Like I'm gonna say, you wanna date me? On the spot. On the spot, I'm gonna say, I wanna date you. Perhaps we didn't even have a conversation. It's like in a bar, perhaps. I'm kind of like, your challenge or my challenge when I'm asking you out on a date, or like courting you. You have temperance card. Not use my tricks on you, perhaps, or like because when I'm approaching you with the horse card, it's a more noble energy. Okay, horses are noble energies for me. It's noble vibration. Okay? It's significant of travel, and, you know, it takes the pain away sometimes. Like, instead of walking, you're going with a horse, you know? It's like the car before the car existed. the car's purpose was connected to a horse, but horse needed more like attendance and like attentivity, let's say. It's like you needed to take care of the horses, but they were considered noble animals overall. Important key elements. So you have my the reason why I'm kind of doing that is the king, the knight, the son of pentacles. So it's the son of pentacles energy. The initial energy is mother of wands. In the middle section you have the three of swords. And I don't like, no, let's continue with, okay, let's continue with Buddha, okay, like, we want happiness here, okay. You have the tree, the horse came again, okay, the horse is very prominent energy here, okay, like, okay, but Alatea, the card here, it's the same symbolism in some way of the Taoist yin yang kind of symbolism, but it's not complete in that way because it's in the form of a square. Okay, why I don't really go 100% that energy, and I was a bit doubtful with Altea, it's like it's a square, okay? Square has a black side and there's a white side, and then there's like two roses on each side. So this woman or this man has a certain S&M tendency, okay? I just woke up to that. Okay, so I might kind of like to play it like on the edges. Okay, I'm the type of person that likes to live on the edge, or life needs to kind of sweep me off my feet so that I can feel a certain like, for me, excitement and living on the edge and like is important. I'm that type of woman or man, okay? Like, I live on the edge. Always. Exciting like that. It excites me, okay? I'm that type of woman or man, okay? So allowance and beyond words and joy and jubilation, it's more like when I need to kind of like have fun, I go and have fun with men or females. If I want to kind of sleep with you, I'm gonna like sleep with you if I need it. I want it, I will get it. That kind of vibe, okay? So with you, I'm gonna allow you a lot of stuff, or I'm gonna allow myself this tonight or today. That kind, okay? So I might be very unpredictable, but I will seduce you. I will allow you to watch me. I will allow you to touch me. That way. It's very eager for you to touch them. That kind of energy, okay? Even though it's noble. So I have a noble blood, or I'm like a noble woman. It's not that even if I live on the edge, okay, and I make people like walk on eggshells around me a bit, with you, when I'm kind of like gonna ask you out on a date, okay, or I'm gonna like allow you certain stuff. This one, I might be like shameless, okay? I will allow you to touch me. I will allow you this passionate night. I will allow you, it's like pile one a bit, okay? How you're feeling though, sadness, illumination, and creativity. So you will be illuminated with me. Perhaps you will kind of be enlightened, or you're going to be initiated to something. Or a side of you that you were never aware existed, perhaps, because I'm kind of like manifesting specific energy here, okay? Whoever I am here, okay? So just know your person is not perfect, okay? Like, your person might have some, I'm not gonna say codependency issues connected to relationships, but they might have certain family issues that were not necessarily healed 100%. And that in itself makes your person a bit wanting to live on the edge. Okay, so this is just like a little portion of like who your person might be. Okay, but your person is gonna give you happiness. You're gonna have fun with them for sure. Okay, but S&M. This one, it's gonna start off quite intense, like 50 Shades of Grey, but there's no real element of, I mean, 50 Shades of Grey, they took the time to go there, okay? Even though the story escalates a bit fast afterwards, this one here, it's more an energy that I'm gonna allow you from the start certain stuff to happen with me. Like, I'm gonna kind of like initiate you. What I channel was, I'm gonna take your hand and put it to my chest area. I'm gonna take your hand and I'm gonna put it somewhere very intimate, perhaps this one. But I will please you. There's an element that is beyond pleasure. It's beyond words, that kind. Okay, so this one, there's no real element of who's asking out who on a date. Okay, it's more like it's happening. Okay, so there's an element that you're both receptive to it, and one is really leading the way. Okay, so you might be two strangers that never really spoke to each other, but on that night, I will meet you, I will sleep with you, and it's like it's gonna start from there. And you will just kind of like know who your person is from there on, okay? But overall, with the Ace of Wands, it's more like it's an opportunity I wanted to give myself, and I did like you, and I allowed you. I might allow other people certain stuff, as I might not allow anybody anything, but I will allow you this, at least you. Am I you'll be shocked to know, no, okay? So I don't do this with everyone, okay? Like, this is specifically like a rare case, this one. Spirit of the moment, I kind of liked you, so and you like the pretty, like, you look like a pretty nice female or like a male, okay? Like any orientation I am in. And I liked you, I fancied you, I'm kind of like fired up, I'm coming towards you. It's I do that, and it's more like I'll make you drink, I'll dance for you, I'll kind of like look at you, dance for me, that kind. Okay, it's that kind of vibe. It's more like party vibes, alcohol might be here, or singing, community, tradition, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but the important thing is that it's happening. Okay, so it's more like you were drunk and you felt like you were like, for some part, this one, you might kind of sleep together and you might not remember it, but I remembered it that way. Could be that way. Okay, because in the middle section there's the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So overall, you're kind of like hurt about the situation, as if like your virginity went, where it's like you slept with someone you didn't really know. But your story starts from there, okay? Your love story, your happy ending starts from there. The joy starts from there. It's like that, okay? And they're gonna be passionate about you, and they're gonna seek you themselves, okay? This one, it's like, I'm gonna be hooked up on you. With the Horse, it's more like, I'm gonna be very like, I'm gonna like you as well. There's a like a cutesy, like clumsy side to your person, but if you overlook the, you know, the living on the edge vibe, okay? If you overlook the living on the edge and the unpredictableness of your person, they're a very funny woman or man, okay? I'm hilarious. Okay, and I might have a very dry sense of humor, but you might like that. Okay, it's a dry sense of humor, or it's a dark sense of humor, or it's based on the situation. The things that come out of their mouth sometimes is hilarious. Okay, it's not funny sometimes, but because it's not funny, it's funnier. Okay, that kind. Okay, it's like you should not say certain stuff, but they say it, and they're the one with the balls that can say it. Okay, nobody will say it, but they have the gut to say it. That kind. Okay, so that kind of personality, this one. And as I'm witty, I'm like serious, I'm crazy a bit. I'm fun though. I'm fun, I'm crazy, and I'm unpredictable. But it's this is who I am, okay? This one. But for some of you, you will experience S&M on the first night with this one. Some slight S&Ming, okay? It's not intense that much. But you might be in pain. As if like if you're the male here, I might kind of like allow you, I might seduce you to the, you know, to the process of lovemaking, but I'm gonna tie your hands and I'm gonna get my way with you. That kind of stuff, okay? Or it's like we might not sleep together, but when you wake up, it might be that I was too drunk and you were drunk and we had fun that night, let's say. Fun like that, let's say. It's makeout and kissing and cutesy stuff like that. But then again, I might kind of like wanted to kind of tie your hands and like tie it to the bed. And I just slept on you and your hands were tight like that all night. So that's where the sadness and the creativity and illumination could come. Okay, it's not fun for some people to like wake up tied up like that, because imagine your hands should be numb like that at that time. Or your feet are tied somewhere. I don't know, or some crazy thing like that, okay? But you might have like, you like that kind of stuff, or you will kind of be adapted to those kind of stuff, or you will kind of like be initiated to that kind of stuff. But then again, when you wake up, perhaps it's more like you're gonna feel the pain, and with the 7 swords, it's more like you will feel like deceived or something, or you'll feel like it's like a fox you kind of slept with. It's like someone you can't like have your way with, perhaps. That kind of a situation as well. So this is more a story side story, or like the beginning is a bit like starting off a bit like funny. It's a funny joke, or funny first time meeting your person you're gonna get married to. So it's a good funny joke to kind like a story to kind of tell your kids afterwards, if you're gonna have kids with this one. But we're manifesting that you're gonna end up with them, or your nephews, or your like nieces. But from there on, this person is gonna be hooked on you. Okay, so I'm a bit imposing. I have an imposing nature. I'm gentle, I'm cute, I have an S&M kind of side. I'm a bit eccentric, but I'm more normal than I seem, okay? It's just that this is how I kind of like grew up, okay? So, and my challenge when I'm kind of like initiating you is not to kind of like be stable perhaps, or be constant, okay, or be centered enough, or not use my tricks on you. But I might be a jack of all trades, but you will kind of learn about that sooner or later. But I liked you, that's why I did this to you, okay? So if I didn't like you, I would not do this. I would not even interact with you if I was drunk, okay? So just be advised of that, okay? So you mean a lot to this one, but it doesn't seem so on the surface level, okay? So there might be a lot of prejudice and you know, a bit of a gossipy nature around this person, but the person lives on the edge, and they're unpredictable like that. But they will allow you this, but they like you, that's why they're allowing it to you, okay? Remember that. Okay, be it you're the male who's tied up or the female who's tied up, something of the sort, or you kind of like lost your virginity for this one. I didn't deceive you. And you felt like I left, okay? So for some of you, you will wake up in the morning and I'm not gonna be there, but just wait for them, okay? They're gonna come back. And if you ran away from me, I'm gonna find you out, okay? It's that kind, okay? Like you don't run away from me. Nobody runs away from me, okay? Specifically if I'm hooked up on you, that way. So I will rush and find you and I'll kind of like face you and I'll say you're mine, okay? But why I will allow this is that perhaps you don't know that I'm serious about you also. It's like I made up my mind. Or I didn't know I was serious, but I'm taking you seriously, okay? So it's that kind of vibe. But how you're feeling is that way. Or I'm waking up to the fact that I did cause you pain and that you're kind of like thinking that I'm gonna deceive you, but I'm not that type of man overall. Or female, okay? Like I'm more consistent than I seem, but it's like many people judge me a specific manner, okay? So this one you just need to kind of like know who your person is overall, but if they allowed you certain stuff, just know that they don't allow this to everyone. That way. Okay, so this is how you're gonna be asked out. You're not gonna be asked. You will not have the time. You'll be just too drunk, or you'll be just so overwhelmed, or you will not remember the nights, okay? And even if you do remember, it's very like funny, okay? You will kind of laugh at what happened on that day after a few years of being together. Or you will laugh with your friends about what happened between you and them. It's a funny story to tell, okay? And there's no real degradation when you're laughing about it. It's just hilarious how it's gonna happen. Because both of you are a bit like, one of you is guiding in a way, okay, but they're a bit crazy, okay? I have a certain like crazy vibes of me, but I love it. It's that kind. I own that craziness that way, okay? So that's the vibe I got with the wild unknown. At first I wasn't sure, but then again I started becoming more comfortable with the energy. So will you, okay? But I will fancy you that way. Because I'm going to allow you to touch me. And the more you know your person, you will see that because they're a bit like crazy, they don't allow people to touch them that easily. I'm more intimidating and crazy in nature like that, or my body posture, okay, is a bit intimidating. I could be a very tall Scottish man or Irish man, but I have a soft side to me also. It's not that it's if it's a Irish or it's you know, Scottish, or you know, they're known to be very like mature people and very culture oriented and connected to their roots. So it's like give your person some you know, like it's a very good catch, okay? The way I kind of approach them at first could be the first few glances, the first few impressions, but where I was going, I knew where I was going. Okay, so and for some of you it could be that I'm a big man, okay? So that's why, or if I'm a pain could be connected to a big man, okay? A big man with very alive roots, okay? Like alive energy around them, any orientation, any culture, okay? But I know that Scottish and Northern or Nocturnal Germanic like, or that European side, okay, it's a bit more like taller men and like good thighs and shoulder blades that are like sexy and men, it's men, okay? It's that kind, okay? So might be a Scottish man for some of you, with a Scottish accent also. Very charming. But then again, you just need to warm up to them, okay? At first, your impression might not be that, you know, good natured like it was with mine, okay? So you will know your person better than me, of course, when you're gonna meet them, but this is the person who's gonna bring happiness in your life. Laughter and jokes and, you know, crazy stuff, okay? So it's a good person overall. So I hope it resonated, and I hope you guys are gonna watch the second video, the other video, which is more like how will the date be like overall once you kind of agree to date them. It could be like sequels, as it doesn't need to be, okay? Because I had many piles that it's not a question of dating, okay? It's not a question of asking you out on a date. It's more like how you're warming up to the person or what's happening, let's say, out of your control. So there's many ways, okay? So hope it was entertaining, okay? So hope we're manifesting this in the proper manner and that you're all gonna end up with your lovey-dovey hubbies or wives or, you know, husband or wife or partner, if it's not for the long term, but at least you will kind of have a person who's seriously dating you or courting you. Be it you decide to be with them or not, it's up to you to discern, but this is what we're manifesting, okay? So that's it, and see you next time. Bye, guys.